mics are live. Should be live. There we are, mate. Well, that should actually help me center this then. Sup? You guys say something real quick? Okay. Let me center Randall's thing here. Cause it ain't centered.
We'll get a snacky. Here.
Okay. It looks okay to me. Let me go close the door real quick. I'll be back. What's up, chat? We getting premium quality today. Yo, my hair's out of control. Right, Randall? Right, Randall?
Huh?
Said my said my hair's out of control.
What's wrong with it?
I mean, it's just long, curly. It ain't, like it doesn't look presentable, right?
Look fine to me.
Ooh. That's because you see it with headphones on and there's like a black background, so you don't see the wildness, right? Look at that. Wild. Okay. Let's go ahead and start this, I guess. Oh, Brian's not even in the seat yet. Oh, he thinks he's gonna go get a snack.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
Why didn't you order something before we started this?
Because I was working.
You can order something on there while working. It's no excuse. All right.
I'm back.
Okay. Let's start this thing. Sorry. Give me a sec. Alrighty, hello and welcome to the ADLR podcast. This week, all the boys are here. Weird TV / Kelsey's he's running a little late. He'll join us momentarily once you see YouTube. Once you see the video shift somewhere, you'll notice he's in. Audio listeners, you probably won't even see him come in. You just hear his voice, his beautiful voice. But until then, it's me, your boy, Anthony, joined by Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And then we got Kelsey. Jesus. And then we got Randall in his own setup. Only audio for now, but the voice getting up there. Say something, Randall. Let's hear that beautiful voice in your own setup here.
I don't know if my voice is beautiful, but what's up?
Oh, okay. Get on that mic, because it sounded like you got away from it near the end there. Ooh. Dude, that sounded like it's deep. Right?
No.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Right, you gotta like love yourself, right?
I'm gonna at this point I'm gonna have to put him at 200% if he's gonna be on his bed while talking in his mic.
You see that now until he gets passionate about a review.
I didn't say anything.
And then
No, I'm saying every time you said something, it's like, yeah.
you'll get used to it. It's got to be as close as possible. Like if you accidentally move forward because you're trying to adjust your shirt, your lips should be hitting the mic. Oh, and just like that, the boy's here. Whoop. Look at that. So, dude.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
You're only like 2 minutes late. You're fine. To catch you
Who's
up,
ran diggity doggy?
yep, that's what I was gonna say. To catch you up, he's at his room right now with his setup. He doesn't have a camera, so
He got a phone. He could stream it.
that is very true. That is very true. He can use his phone
I
as an
did it.
NDI. He absolutely could definitely do that. But we didn't set it up that way, and I'm not gonna stop the recording. But for next time, we have options on what he wants to do. Granted, his phone is probably a lot better quality than any of my USB cams I have here by like 2 miles. So that's definitely a good option. And I also have a stand that you could probably use, like a thing to hold your phone towards you, and like a little stand you can put on your desk.
Can you not use the extra camera that's attached to the computer next to you?
He sure could. It's just I didn't have time today to set him up with that over the weekend. I set him up with the audio stuff because he had the
Yeah.
mic. So
He's got time then. Shit.
not anymore. We're live. We're going, right?
Okay, so instead of him doing this, he could work on putting his camera together.
He can, but we can't see him. But he could be literally just cursing you out right now. I can't even see it. Like middle finger to like the non-existent camera or his microphone, I guess. Anywho, this is the episode after the Thanksgiving break. Kelsey, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good. You know, we didn't do much. We made some food and that was it.
Sounds about right. You guys drink at all, or you just hung back and just chilled?
Well, saying how Shannon can't drink.
Well, I mean, you know, I just
You
you.
can drink, you're just non-alcoholic.
Brian with the
So,
save.
yeah, technically, I guess. No, we didn't drink or do anything. We had some ham and green bean casserole, cornbread, and mashed taters, and it was good.
You made some taters?
Made some taters, mashed
Oh.
taters.
Yeah, made some lamb.
He made some.
The cornbread was from scratch. You know.
Oh, nice.
I
Good shit.
finally perfected my recipe, which is great. Oh, shit.
You went a little too far back there. I'm like, this is it. The content I needed. Him just back flipping off his chair.
Right.
Oh shoot! All right, cool. We did the same thing, low key. Just went to my mom's place. We watched Venom and the Paper Tigers after eating Thanksgiving
I don't even
food.
know what the paper tigers are. It looks like a joke movie.
It sort of is. I mean, it had. We'll get to it, I guess, but it had potential to be a lot of like really really good, and then it kind of like
Fell off.
yeah, like I started losing interest.
It always shows the joke instead of like something crazy.
Yeah, but we'll get to that. Did someone message me? Oh no, it's just you going live. Cool. Why isn't it showing on mine that you're going live?
I thought it did. Oh no, it's not.
It is not. Maybe it'll take it a while because it did go live when you did the bet.
I love that my chat bot still shows just the three of us, and it's like a picture. It's a picture that has nothing to do with what's going on. It's like old.
I don't know if it caches it or what, but mine's not even showing a image. It just shows a camera photo or logo. Anyway.
Yeah, the Streamlabs chatbot, like, it shows you with a purple background and a super tight blue shirt. Brian's taking a drink, and I'm like looking off to the side like this in an older shirt, and Randall's not even there.
I wonder how. Yeah, I wonder how long ago that was.
In the GG one or in your server?
In my server. Yeah, I'll post it to you guys just so you can see it.
Alright, it's the same picture every time.
Oh my god, yeah,
It's an old.
that looks
shot.
old as shit. Yeah, because that's still when my camera was down here. Not
Mine
looking above.
shows when I scroll through it, it shows what's currently happening.
Then it has to be cached of some sort. Like it might be Discord just doing something
I'm
weird.
assuming that it's cached because on mine it shows all of them show that same picture.
Yeah,
see if there-
mine.
I don't know if there's even a different one. I'm back up to 519. Yeah, all of these
Mine-
are cached.
Mine shows like today on all of these, even when it's like playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and it shows this.
Yeah, I see the Mass Effect 2 Horizon Zero Dawn, and it still shows that one picture. I'm over a year back, and it still shows it.
That's weird. There's probably a way to fix it.
Go to view.
Go to view. Anywho. Where do we go from here? Oh, I guess oh, I have to ask you something, Kelsey.
What's up?
Because you came with pretty positive reviews on Venom.
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, it was better than the first with the fight scenes and things because it wasn't just a bunch of goop,
I'm
coming together.
I'm with you on that. That was way better because I could see actual somewhat fights happening.
Yeah, there was a lot more scenes in the light, but
Yes.
a good majority of it did come, like Carnage was definitely a lot in the darker areas.
Which is fine because he's red, so like he would contrast.
He's
the back.
easy to see, yeah.
Which was fine. That's my issue was everything but the action. Like I didn't care about.
No. I think I said that.
Okay.
I was really kind of like I tried to like not give away stuff.
Yeah.
But I tried to talk highly about the action and the people that were playing the characters, like whoever I forget who played the
Siren.
no the serial killer.
Oh, Woody
Oh, that's-
Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson, yeah. So like he did an amazing job playing the psychopath. But the whole bullshit between Venom and
Carnage or
and Brock,
or Brock, yeah.
Eddie Brock or Eddie,
Yeah.
was just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here?
That's where I'm at to start with this review. Is what were we doing to begin with? Like it became like not a buddy cop thing, but it was like there was
It's
no
like a rom-com with aliens.
yeah, like there was no Carnage. We got like a quick 20-second. Hey, he killed his mom and whatever. He's in prison. He's Carnage. We're fighting him, and then spoilers, they kill him off. So it's like Carnage doesn't just die. He lives on and shit happens to him. Like it doesn't just here's Carnage and now he's gone. What?
Yeah.
The origin is stupid as well. This movie plot points almost it felt like phase 1 Marvel.
Yeah.
Like they're just now trying to catch up. They kill off the person. It's just ass. I
Yeah.
don't have anything nice to say about this movie.
The word, like, I get the gripes. I get your gripes. Overall, again, I've focused on like the action
Mm-hmm.
and how it was that much better with a lot of things than the first one. I liked the story a lot better with the first one because it was an intro, you understood a lot of the like complications, and this one it was like the honeymoon phase is over, even though in the previous one they're like fucking this, the buddy,
Yep.
everything, and then all of a sudden it's what's going on,
Yeah. Let me tell you one thing that will never leave my mind now. Brian already knows where I'm going with this. Woody Harrelson goes to a computer at a fucking gas station and goes, "Do we have the internets?" And then Carnage just puts his into all the into the laptops like inputs and goes, "Let me just install Venom OS because everything fucking changes and let me hack my way through this." And I'm like, we're not doing this. I was just like, please just skip to the next thing. And then they introduced. Go ahead, Brian.
It almost felt like they purposely like shot out this movie, so then Sony's like, "Nah, we're not making that much money off of this. Here you go, MCU. Here's Venom."
And then
I feel like it was tanked on purpose.
I think it was pushed for that last credit scene. Like, did you guys remember what happens after the credits, Kelsey?
Yeah, I was waiting to.
That's where I'm like, this is why this movie existed. Like, they needed a way to get this to happen, and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, sure, I'm excited for this. But
yeah,
God,
that was me being when you guys were like, is it like set it up for another one? I was like, oh, he's definitely gonna be in another movie.
Yeah. But that was a hype moment. I'm like, oh, okay, so they're doing this, which makes sense, especially with what's it called coming out soon. So, all right, I cannot tell people to go watch this. I don't know why. The action sequences were a lot better, like you said. It wasn't just goop slapping goop. There were actual like punches thrown, getting thrown around, swinging. Carnage's like design was cool because he had a lot of like sharp edges, like knives and stuff coming at him. So I'm like, oh shit, he can kill anyone at any moment. But they didn't delve into that. Like they never really like. Actually, no. Venom did get stabbed a lot during the church fight scenes.
I feel
But
like this had a lot of potential, and I think it's good to at least watch it once. But I feel like it's a lot like Spider-Man 3, where there's, they focus too many things that they shouldn't have, instead of just picking one thing and doing it. Even though the one thing was Carnage, it was just there was too much focus on Venom and Eddie being whatever.
yeah, like we saw Venom at a rave with fucking glow sticks and shit. And I'm like, what is this? I don't know. I don't know. And then we had the boyfriend. What's his name? Dan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go in there and be like a savior for a bit or something. Like it was. I don't know.
I did think that was like, I thought that was great that he's like, I don't want anything to do with this guy. And now he's being forced into literally participating in a fight between two titans.
Yeah, and he set it on. Did he set it on fire? Did he make sound? It was fire, right?
Fire.
He set him on fire,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I'm like, okay, cool. They added him, but
And
everything
then
was so.
that fucking saving, where
Oh, yeah.
like that
It-
was,
it
I
landed
thought
on
that
his
was
leg.
awesome.
For me, everything felt too quick and like, hey, we checked this box, and then they moved on to something else, but not something substantial. So it was like, oh, these guys are having some rough patch. They have their 5 Venom leaves, and then it's filled with, what are we doing? And it was just weird. I don't know. It felt sped up. It just didn't feel right. Oh, Brian, what, you good?
What?
For like a split second, you swapped into Jimmy Fallon mode. So that's why I was asking.
Oh, it seems like my background's broken right now. It's not moving for me.
Oh, okay. Because it.
There you go. I continue. Sorry.
Okay, that's fair. But I don't know. Maybe I can get on board with watching it at least once, but like no more than that. Like, do not.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, I really
Maybe
enjoyed
once.
the Carnage.
But
I really enjoyed the Carnage part of it. I wish they had more focus on it, and I'm really
same.
kind of, because like the same thing happened, like I said, in Spider-Man 3, where there was like,
5
oh,
different
this is really
things.
cool characters,
Mm-hmm.
and now they don't exist. And then they had an enemy in there who did nothing. He had no business being in there. What did he do? Nothing. Sandman should not have existed in that movie.
That's true. I completely forgot there was Sandman in that. It was Sandman. Was it Venom as well?
Green
Venom.
for the Orange Goblin and
Yeah.
or like a Hobgoblin, I guess. And then Venom, yeah.
I forgot that was filled with all those people. Yeah, I don't know. I did not. By the end of it, I'm like, I was glad it was over. And then I saw the post credit scene. I'm like, okay, this is pretty hype. But you can go look up that post credit scene and be hyped for it, right? I don't know if watching the whole thing. Carnage was cool. Seeing him obviously on screen was really cool. Oh, another thing, what was it? I don't even know if they mentioned in the beginning of the movie, but he steals a car and he goes, a particular car goes to save Siren or remove her from the thing.
Shriek.
Oh, not Siren, Shriek, sorry. And he's like, hey, look what I got. And he's like, oh, that's my favorite car. And it's like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, me as the audience, I didn't know that. And if it's so, how did he just run into that car? Right?
It's just happenstance.
The things that we could have connected with him in any way was like non-existent until it happened to move the plot along. Like there was no I don't believe so. There was no like flashback of them as kids carving that thing on the tree. He just walked up to the place and it's like, oh, this has to be Cletus and what was her name? Vanessa? No.
Francesca or something? I don't know.
Something.
Something with an F.
Yeah, FB. It was like, yeah. And it's like, well, we don't have any connections to this. He just and Brock just happened to walk in there. Here it is, and now we have invaders. It's them. I don't know. The secure place with her in it. He just happens to be inside. What? I don't know, Kelsey. I don't know. Watching, I'm like, what am I watching? It was just so. I was like glad it was over.
I mean, like I said, I enjoyed it for what it was,
Mhm.
but it definitely had a lot of faults. Like it was definitely. I feel like they definitely could have made this like a 2-part movie, and like
I'm right there with you.
focused on maybe not even a 2-part movie. Maybe they didn't end it, kind of left it open ended, but had an ending,
Mhm.
but focused more on Carnage in general and less on Eddie and Venom being a little bitch.
Yeah. Oh, then there was the line of Venom saying, "Oh, we gotta go." Like, oh, I know, like he's red. That means he's super strong. Like he did. They just threw information for it to be either funny or whatever. It's like, why is he this? Why is the red one this like crazy? Why, if Venom has this knowledge, why isn't he telling us? Besides, oh, he's scary. Let's get out. It's like, okay, but why? Why did you make him red? Because it came out of you. I don't know.
Well, he's red because he was created from blood.
Yeah,
And that was
we saw how he was created, but he off rip just looking at him said no. Why is that? Besides, the only two things we know is the blood stuff, and then before it was, I think Brock said that or he when they were having that verbal argument that he was like the less symbiote or whatever, like he's the worst one, the black one. I don't know what it was. They were having
They
some
mentioned it. Well, they mentioned that part in the first one that he was basically the little shit.
right. So I don't know. I guess I wanted way more than this thing was able to give me, and that's why I'm this.
I totally give that. I totally get that.
I just wanted, especially when they were introducing more symbiotes and stuff. I'm like, this is gonna be lit. It has potential to be lit. And then I don't know. My expectations were way too high. Randall, what are your thoughts on this?
I hated it.
Every second of it.
Yes.
Oh shit! What would you wanted the movie to be instead? That makes sense. What would you want the movie or what would you have liked the movie to have shown us, or like what would you want? How would you want it to be changed if you had the ability to time travel? I guess for the
I
sequel.
will redo the entire movie from scratch.
So the plot, storyboard, everything. We're not doing any of it.
Only thing I probably would have kept is the characters to be the same.
Oh, okay, so you would have kept Carnage to be in the sequel and Shriek and stuff. Would you have introduced another symbiote for Shriek? Because
Shriek wouldn't have been in it.
Oh no.
It would have just been Brock versus Cletus.
Oh, okay.
And I would have shot it like a horror movie. Like I would have took elements from like the Aliens movies,
Uh-huh.
like the old ones.
Oh, since he's like a serial killer.
Well, I'm talking about like the horror and suspense from the Alien movies. I would have used that to present Carnage, because I would have presented him in such a way where like he's horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of like how you feel when you watch the 1980s The Thing.
Yeah.
So I would have made it like I would have combined the fact that Eddie Brock, Cletus is a serial killer, so I would have made him very intimidating and scary. And then now he's like combined with this thing that's supposed to be even more vicious, but now it has, it's way more powerful than he could ever be. So now these two are combined. You have like the worst with the worst. So I would have shot it in a way where it was like, it was definitely a horror movie, and people would have been getting body left and right.
Ooh. Okay.
Not on some like, I pick up the character and then I'm getting ready to bite his head and then cut and then don't really like it'd have been horrifying because I think that's what Carnage is supposed to be, and I think that's what Cletus is supposed to be, like very horrifying and
I mean, that's why he was in that maximum
unsettling.
prison, right? Like, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay. Well, that's that. They're probably gonna make another separate movie, so let's see what happens. God bless them. Then we followed that up with The Paper Tigers, which is a Netflix movie, if I'm not mistaken, about 3 young kids who have a sifu who taught them martial arts. What martial arts was it, guys? Was it just Kung Fu? What is it? What is it?
That's what they call it. It's Kung Fu.
That's how the movie opens. It's like tapes of them going through and learning from their master and how they got older and older and older. And then the movie takes place present day when they're grown men. One of them with a family, the other one teaches MMA. Is that what it was?
Yeah, he's like a coach or MMA coach.
And the third one, I guess he's just living, right? He off of like a work injury claim, so they just pay him a bunch of money, so he just chills. So he like busted his leg. They find out that their Sifu whatever passed away, but then they also find out that it wasn't like a natural cause kind of thing. He was killed, and now they're trying to figure out what happened. And that's pretty much the premise of The Paper Tigers. The movie opened up with some strong, like, hype martial arts, people getting slapped left and right, like actual fights, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be pretty good. Then they grew up. Then it cuts to the present day, where they kind of all fell out of the discipline and the training, so they don't do that stuff anymore, and it shows. They use that as as the punchline for a bunch of the jokes in the movies. Like, oh, I'm too old for this, so like they're not as fast. They're getting their ass beat. They damage their leg, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, they're not in the same shape, or they weren't as good as before because they were legendary as when they were growing up and being taught. They were called the 3 Tigers of, I forgot the master's name, but of his name. And they were the only disciples, things like that. Like, they were the squad, right? They were the apex predators, right? And then that's it. I don't want to kind of ruin the story on what happens, but there is a villain, which is a person who ends up killing the master, I guess, but not to spoil who it was. And my first gripe is that they didn't give time. Like, we kind of figured what type of characters the 3 are, the first 3, like the main 3, but we don't get much info on the villain or the antagonist. It's just, this is the bad guy, right? So there's no like, all right, hopefully you guys get him. There's no sentimental attachment at all. There's no what got him this way. I mean, for the context of this movie, you kind of want to know because he's the bad guy that killed the master. So there has to be some sort of backstory there. Besides, I just wanted to kill him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was like a huge thing. Seeing as it was a martial arts movie, I was hoping to see more martial arts, like flashy martial arts, especially since it opened in such a very strong way. That I wish there was more throughout, but I guess it wouldn't have been as funny, and it wouldn't have made sense for the movie itself, like the main plots of. I don't know. It was definitely enjoyable. It's just, again, like Venom, I thought more was gonna come out instead of what I got.
I don't know. This thing looks like just looking at the poster, it looks like it's a joke.
It's definitely a comedy. And that's why I think that's where I kind of started losing interest, because they put the comedy first before any like substantial drama or any actual action.
It doesn't, like, my feeling just looking at the poster. Doesn't look like there's going to be any sort of martial arts in this whatsoever. It looks like it's going to be one of those joke things where they, like, you know, some old guys show up to try and take a class, and maybe do a few moves. Somebody gets their nose broken. It feels more like a Hangover movie than it does,
Oh no,
a martial arts.
those three are legendary as a kid, and now they just grown out of it. They didn't take
Oh,
lessons. They were the shit back then, and then they grew up to be older, and they use that as the joke over and over.
gotcha.
So like when you if you watch the movie, the first like 5 minutes is like if they were recording them getting training and like doing actual fights around school and stuff like that, and they were busting ass, right? They were throwing
Uh-huh.
down like I would not approach these people asking for a fight, right? But they were, you're in school. People are like, "Yeah, we hear you're the three tigers. Let's see what you got," and then they get slept. There's actually a running joke because one of the main supporting characters is what was his name? Dunk.
Danny Ahans.
No, that's the main
You
dude.
talking about the other guy?
Yeah,
Oh my Carter.
Carter. Carter. It's like as them growing up, Carter would fight Danny over and over, but get slept every time. So and that's part of that's like a plot point later on that comes back because as when they're older, Carter continues the training and Danny, becomes a family man and doesn't do any of that stuff. But not to spoil that scene as well, but I don't know. Like it had a really strong start. Like it got me hype, and then it started just slow. The fire started slowly just like dwindling down, and it's like okay, this is fine, right? We get the message it's trying to say with the whole honor thing, and the journey didn't get exciting. It kind of just slowly started getting more and more all right, which was unfortunate. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add on that, but Randall or Brian.
I don't know. Yeah, the movie it's watchable. It's not. I mean, it's not Venom. Where if you just you want something to play on the screen, you're eating or you're just hanging out with people. Oh, yeah, we can watch some of this. I think it's good enough to watch that in that regard, unlike Venom. But yeah, there's a lot of parts where I wish they did take it a little more seriously than they did, and it would have been even better of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Things that don't make sense, and one of the three tigers is now an MMA coach. Him growing up and being what he is after he goes up being an MMA coach makes it so that his inability to do said things makes no sense to me. Even grappling and things like that, he was asked in that too. So it's kind of like, why give him that plot if it means nothing?
Yeah, that was a bit sad. I mean,
the other guy, the guy with the leg, his gimmick, I got tired of it. Maybe by the third time they used it.
Yeah, because there's a guy with like a brace on his knee because he had like a injury. So like the first time he tries to fight someone at his age, of course, like you hear the leg like crack and he's like, "Oh, my leg" and stuff like that. And granted, some of the fights he actually pulls off some crazy stuff with that leg being destroyed. I'm like, oh, okay, he can still move, but then that's like to the extent that it goes.
If this movie would have had like a cliche Rocky training montage of them like after they were older, and then from there they became at least somewhat decent.
Yeah.
From there on out, like they dropped the jokes a bit. I think it would have been a little better, but it's something to watch.
Brenda, what are your thoughts? You watch a lot of martial arts movies, so like.
I wouldn't necessarily call this a martial arts movie.
Okay.
Like you said in the beginning, yeah. To me, the beginning was the best part of the movie. I don't know, man.
It gets you like really hyped because you're like, oh, we're about to see a bunch of this over throughout the movie, and then it's like
the way I feel like in terms of recommending this movie, I would say like watch the montage and then you don't have to watch the rest of it.
Oh shit! So as soon as it says present day, exit out of Netflix.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Just enjoy
That's just my opinion, you know. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure other people might find something interesting, or they might even find it like really funny. I don't know.
There was
Would
funny.
You rather watch?
Go ahead.
Would you rather watch this or Venom? Let There Be Carnage.
Oh, I think I'd rather watch this
Yeah, I definitely watched this.
because I don't like Kelsey. I'm telling you, the first like couple minutes of like the VHS tapes of them training and stuff is like, oh shit, it's like reminiscent of the old like is it what I say? No, is it Karate Kid? What's the other one that has the three kids? It's not Karate Kid. Karate Kid's it's just one guy.
The three kids.
Talking about
Like,
Three Ninjas.
Is it Three Ninjas? Is that the movie? It's like the old.
Yeah, it's the three boys that they're like they're brothers and they enter tournaments and kick ass and everything else.
Okay, this had that kind of vibe in the first couple 20 because it's like them learning. It's like quick cut, them learning how to throw kicks, how to do balancing and stuff like that, and then they started putting into practice and like against fights against other kids and stuff. And I'm telling you, it's hype moments. It's like watching a fighting game tournament.
I think so. If the movie took place, let's say they do that montage, they don't do the whole thing. Like, they do a bit so we get who they are, and then that's the movie. Them in that time.
Oh yeah,
I would think it would have been better. And then after big resolution or when he opens the letter,
oh after
from there, go back into a montage. Maybe and then the ending should be them present day at a bar or something, meeting up, or at a funeral or something, meeting up for like the Sifu or something like that.
probably I can
Because
see that.
even in the montage, it's funny.
Yeah,
The things that are happening or the way they act is funny. So it still could have been a funny movie and just with actual ass beating. I
Yeah.
don't know.
but I'm
I love a good movie with ass pounding in it.
let's go. Subscribe. I'm right there with you. Anyway. But yeah, that I guess it was just like back to back. Like at first, I'm like, okay, I'm hype. Venom, like Carnage, seeing like all that stuff. I'm like, I'm cool. And then they just didn't stick the landing. And then same with this movie. Like it started off great, and then I'm like, okay, it just didn't stick the landing. But I don't even know if I could recommend this one either. Like Randall said, like it's so high. The first couple minutes, I think that's it worked against it. Having that hype of a first like 5 minutes, and then the rest of the movie to follow is like it kind of shot itself in the foot for me. So I don't even know if I can recommend all of it. Like Randall said, just watch that VHS thing. Granted, you're not gonna get any of like the drama between the three kids or as grown or adults, I guess, because there is like one issue that happened and they all left and stopped following or training, I guess. But I don't know. The character traits just get old after a while, especially when they're older. They can only reuse so much of it for a joke, and it just that's all. All right, Brian, you got 12 minutes to tell me about 12 minutes.
All right, so I'm gonna start with the sad part and saying that when my stream went down on like when I'm streaming on Twitch, it just stops the archive, so it abruptly stops and no one actually sees me beat the game. But I swear I beat the game.
Okay.
I don't know.
We didn't hear time, so you're gonna have to do it again.
Oh,
I said time. I guess you didn't want to hear it. I'm looking right
Clearly
now.
wasn't loud enough.
While I'm talking, I'm looking to see if the Xbox app gave me an achievement for beating it.
it
I
should.
don't even know how to check that.
You have to go to open up the Xbox app and go on the game itself, and then you should have a button for see achievements.
I don't know how to do that. I'm viewing profile. Anyway, so boom, right? I looked at what my top 10 is for this year as of right now.
Yeah.
Last week, I was like, this is trifling. I don't even like most of these games. Most of them are meh. I need a speed run to do shit that looks actually good.
Okay.
All right. I remember 12 minutes it was on
Game
Game
Pass.
Pass, and I'm like, there's no way this is like 12 hours, right? So let me play this. Get through this real quick. Get something to add. It's essentially a Groundhog Day plot. The main character who you play as is voiced by James McAvoy. That's the name, right?
Yeah,
That's
James
right,
McAvoy.
okay.
Yeah.
The guy that's in Split, who's in X-Men movies, who's in something else that he's in that's really good.
The TV show on HBO, His Dark Materials.
That I haven't seen it yet still. His wife is voiced by Daisy Ridley, who is Rey from Star Wars. I don't remember what else she's in.
Murder
No
at the Orient
disrespect to her.
Express. Daisy Ridley's in a bunch of other indie films as well.
And the antagonist is voiced by the one and only Willem Dafoe, who's in
Oof.
that one fisherman movie. He's the Green Goblin. He's John Wick's backup in the first movie. You name it, he's probably there.
Oh, The Lighthouse. Oh my God, with Batman.
Yeah,
Not Batman, Robert Pattinson, sorry.
great actors and actresses off rip. I can say their performances pretty good. They're James McAvoy sounds like he's like a northeastern kind of accent. Daisy Ridley, there's no accent. It's just like like
British?
Americanized English.
Okay.
So she's not proper. She ain't talking like this, calling them pussies. You know
It's because you said no accent. Like, I thought she was just talking like in her.
as if it's her.
Yeah,
No, just like
the English dialect,
like
or
a
American
generic,
dialect.
American, yeah. Willem Dafoe, same thing. I mean, he's American to my knowledge, at least. I never actually. Now that I think about it, I've never watched an interview with him.
Yeah,
So I don't.
I'm pretty
know.
sure he's. Yeah, what do you mean you haven't seen him outside of movies? Period.
I've never heard him speak outside of a movie.
Okay, well he's American.
James McAvoy?
No, Willem
No,
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh. I was like, what?
No,
I was
James
really
McAvoy
confused.
is Irish
He's
or
Scottish.
Scottish?
I think he's Scottish.
Yeah, I've heard him speak. I've heard Daisy speak. I've never heard Willem Dafoe speak outside of a movie.
That's wild.
It's really weird to hear James McAvoy use his actual voice.
Yeah.
You know, because you're like, you see him in X-Men and things, and you're like, oh, he's got like a really nice
Dialect, yeah, a good
you know,
voice.
like maybe you're thinking maybe he's British, just putting on an American accent, and then he pulls out some fuck all, and you're like, what the hell is that?
You think he's acting in the interview? You're like, okay, take off that Scottish accent, please.
I mean, in fucking Split alone, he put Eddie Murphy to shame. He did like 19 accents.
Yeah, that's true.
So in terms of performance, good job. I mean, that's what they do. They walk in, boom, they get it done, no questions asked, right?
Right.
So that's a dub. Gameplay itself, it plays like a point and click, in a sense, kind of like to the extent of the Telltale games. It's Diablo camera isometric, but you click around, you pick shit up, you move things on people and interact in certain ways.
Oh. So it's not. I thought it was like a top down. You use like a control stick to move around freely.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking it was gonna be, and immediately when the game starts, you get out of an elevator. It says click here to move, and I was like, God damn it.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
That's not so bad though, especially if it's for what the context of this game is. That's not so bad.
From what I remember, actually, yeah, sound design, it served its purpose. When you hear, you know, someone's at your door, you heard the violence, everything, it fit, and then whenever you hear a clock, it adds, you know your time period. So when you hear a clock, it makes it adds to the anxiety of what the fuck's going on. How do I get out of the loop?
So since okay, I got a question already then. If it's a point and click and you're still timed, or is it like you have a certain amount of actions to do before he knocks on your door? Oh, okay, so you could do as many actions as you want within the time limit.
Yeah, it seems like
okay.
that
So
way.
it's not like, oh, you have 12 actions because each action takes a minute or something.
No.
Okay.
So you gotta like get your shit together.
That's interesting. Okay.
And
they don't learn, like, this isn't a weird Groundhog Day where it's like they get killed or whatever and he's reliving it with new knowledge. It's just you as a player.
Is.
Oh, he is reliving it.
He's the one that relives it.
So it's narratively he's going through it over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay.
It starts with you're in an elevator. You open it up. You essentially walk to your apartment. You don't have your keys. Your spare keys are in a bush or whatever. You open your apartment. The second you close the door, that's where the loop starts. She's in the bathroom singing. After a few seconds, she walks out, says, I didn't see you there, smooches you, and she tells you she has news for you. She made dessert. Whenever you're ready, let her know you'll eat it.
Uh-huh.
That's the part that always loops. You can interrupt her after a certain while, you'd be like, not now. And she's like, rude. But that's essentially what her goal was that day.
Uh-huh.
Whether you choose to indulge her in doing that, up to you.
Uh-huh.
From there on,
you can't interrupt her. She made dessert for you.
it's a loop of either there's repercussions for every action. For inaction, there's repercussions, but you have to go through these things to get info.
Okay.
You can't walk out of the apartment. If you try to, it resets the loop.
So it sounds like it's death loop, where it's not you figuring things out. It's you just click on the right thing to unlock more things.
Okay, so I'm bad at puzzle games.
Okay.
I think
Plays a lot.
I'm decent at problem solving, but when it comes to puzzles, for some reason, my brain just tries to do a Marvel combo. It panics and just tries to do something. Right?
You feel like it's like a test or something, like you get anxiety.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, they're testing me.
There's a part in this game, narrative-wise, where if I did not look it up, it would have been a 4-hour stream of me at the exact same spot. Which, and because I'm bad at puzzle games, it might not be saying much about it.
Uh-huh.
But because I'm bad at it, I'm like, that's too highbrow for me. That specific part, after I passed that, I could see what to do after. But that specific part, I was like, there's no fucking way I would have figured this out.
It felt a little obscure.
Yeah, there's multiple times where I just would try to find something sharp to try to fight the antagonist. Like one time he just completely parries. I'm like, all right, what if I come from this angle? And just everything that did not get me more information, I was trying to do.
Oh, okay.
The narrative is very interesting because again, 12 minutes, you're just there, you're getting dessert, and then this man keeps walking in. He says he's an officer, cuffs you guys. You don't know what the hell's going on. Repercussions depending on what you choose to do. The narrative is cool up until a point very late in the game where then it just gets weird, and then the ending, I'm like, all right.
Oh, is it like an anime ending where it's like a weird ass, it breaks the rules of it and then it just goes super crazy weird?
No, it's just like when you and you might guess the twist, but you get to a point and then this is once you guess the twist or once you get to the point where the twist is revealed, this is your face. You're like, and then you play out the rest of it and like, oh, all right, well. So I think it falls flat in the ending from a plot twist on, but everything prior, I wanted to know what happened. Every time I got info, I'm like, oh, interesting. So I think it ended up being like a 3-hour, 4-hour full archive of me playing it before it got abruptly cut to like 2 hours or something.
Uh-huh.
It's free on if you have Game Pass. I recommend it. Twisting that game is messed up. Yeah, the state in those. It's like, all right, well, they could have did anything and they chose this route. I'm like, well, why do you think this is the correct route to go with this story?
As in it's an easy way out, or is it?
No, it's just no one. I don't think anyone. When they got to that point, and then let's say all of us were at the table,
Yeah.
and the devs like, all right, how do we wrap this up? None of us would have wanted to see this ending.
Oh, I see.
So if you have Game Pass, I recommend it, and it's not too big of a time sink if you're smart. Again, I got stuck on that same part, and I needed the internet for assistance. So if you actually have some kind of affinity towards puzzle games or point and clicks and solving things like that,
yeah.
you'll probably like it up until a point. If you have Game Pass, like I said, just try it. It's not even a big download. It's not a big time sink if you're smart. If you're like me, who's like, you have no if it doesn't offer a revolver to solve your option, you have no business playing it.
Uh-huh. I
would watch someone play or try to get as far as you can. And if you're like, I want to know what happens, but I'm illiterate, then I would say just watch a walkthrough.
Okay. I'm sure there's
definitely a solid time.
I'm sure there's probably like a long play somewhere on YouTube where you can just watch someone figure it out.
Most likely. The guy that I was watching, luckily, it would just say what you could do for info. But it never said, do this, and then they're going to tell you this. So I was like, oh, okay, if I do this, and then I got info, at least I still got info went out the way I was supposed to, instead of them being like, "All right, eat your daughter" or something like that.
That's really weird. Yeah. All right.
Uh,
So it sounds like it's a yes, even if you're not
yeah,
into.
I recommend at least give it a shot.
Okay. I definitely saw the trailer years ago, or maybe years ago. It was announced a while back. I'm like, oh, I'll play
Yeah.
this. It came out, and I just haven't gotten to it. Right.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, that ends our first segment of I guess not our first segment, but that ends our review section here. Our consumption segment, right?
I have a quick news update if you
Go
want to
for
hear real quick.
Go for
Quick
it.
sentence. Quick sentence. I did get the achievement for beating the game. It happened.
Okay. I mean, I
But we
believe
didn't
you.
see it, so you could have faked it.
Yeah,
I
for
could
all we know,
screenshot the screenshot.
I mean, Photoshop exists.
yeah, for
so.
all we know, someone else played for you. Like, right? Like we don't. Anyway, go ahead, man. Sorry.
So apparently Sony, I don't know if you guys saw this. I just saw this. Sony has confirmed 3 more Marvel-produced Spider-Man movies after No Way Home.
3 more confirmed. Like
3 more confirmed. So apparently,
What the hell?
Sony, there's some speculation that Spider-Man No Way Home will end the working arrangement between Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios and bring Tom Holland's time playing Peter Parker to a close. Sony Spider-Man producer Amy Pascal tells Fandango that is not the case. In an interview, she says there are plans for at least 3 more Spider-Man movies, and Holland is returning for the next one. So he's going to be in a 4th, according to this.
But it's not going to be part of. So it's not going to be part of the MCU, though.
No, it is part of the MCU.
Oh, okay. You said Sony produced. I thought they were bringing him to like Venom's universe.
No, they said so. The speculation is that No Way Home is the last one between Sony and Marvel Studios.
Got it.
And Amy Pascal is saying that's not the case, that they have an agreement for at least 3 more.
I see. Got it. So it's still okay.
And that Holland is going to be in a 4th one.
Oh, that's
putting Tobey Maguire to shame. So
yep, he made it past the 3. Good for him. He made it past the 3.
I mean, technically, he's already been in. What is it? 5?
Yeah,
he's movies.
He's been in Civil
More than
War.
that.
He's been in Avengers Endgame and in Infinity War. So
6.
yeah, he's already been he's cleaned that slate a while back. But Spider-Man propers, he's gonna get up one movie over them.
Taking the cake.
Yeah. That's good news though. I mean, up to this point, we've loved each movie. So up until we'll see December. We'll see. We'll see in about a month. Let's see if they stick the number 3. But
yeah, but they did mention about the trailer, the teaser at the very end of Let There Be Carnage, that there might be doing more crossover stuff, and that making more movies based on that.
That'd be great. Sony still owns a bunch of the Sony IPs, or the Spider-Man IP, like their villains and stuff. So
yeah,
that'd be great if they brought or let them bring them over anyway. That's good. All right.
I'm really just tired of companies like telling everybody else to fuck off. It's like you would do so much better if you just work together instead of trying to control everything.
What is it? A teamwork makes a dream work?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on. But nah, bro, we have license for this. We got to make sure we get 80% of the cut. Fam, just make something fantastic.
You keep making things that slap, people are going to keep buying it regardless. So 50% of something that sells trillions of times is better than you have all the rights to this, but no one wants to watch this Venom movie.
Yeah. Okay. Game Awards. It's that time of year again, where Anthony hilariously wins in last, and it's up to the rest of them to compete for top spot.
I don't know, Anthony.
We'll
I
see.
started off with the 2-peat winning, and every year I've gotten a lower placing. So who knows? I might get 4th.
As a reminder, the 2020 results for the Game Award prediction is as follows. myself in dead last, Brian in
Do you have
third
the point
place.
values?
Yeah. You want to hear the point values instead of first, fourth, and whatever?
Yeah.
All right. Myself in dead last with 7 points. Brian in third place with 9 points. Kelsey in second place with 10 points. And Randall in first place with 15 points.
Oh man, I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
It was a
Thought I was closer.
landslide victory. Challenge him.
Challenge him.
All right.
Tell you what is it? Make sure your friends there to see the game.
You might get embarrassed. After it's all said and done, serve us pancakes.
Yeah.
Pancakes.
All right. Now that we got a DMCA on Chappelle's show.
Do you have a link for the
It's
list?
between worlds.
Oh, I should definitely send that. I am so sorry. I just wrote it down on this Excel sheet. Give me a sec.
Send
I
me
don't-
the Excel sheet.
Mostly just because I need to see what
Yeah.
our choices are. That way you're not just being like, okay, so first is you know
Yeah.
X, second is Y, third is Z, and it's
You're
like,
right, you're
wait,
right.
what was the second one again?
You are absolutely you're right. You are absolutely right. Here you go, homie. Oh, never mind. There we go. Where are you at? Or I guess this chat.
I am in this chat.
I
This
sent
chat.
it.
This chat.
Direction.
Good out.
They
Right?
told me to get out. You old cat of gold race.
I'm going to save the most anticipated game for last.
It won't let me click on view all categories.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Mine opened.
Oh,
Yeah.
it forced me to click OK on the cookies bullshit before I could view the categories.
That's how we get hacked. I hit it, but I didn't know you were forced to. That's well, we're hacked, all of us, live here on stream.
Okay.
Are you guys ready? Let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm ready. I've got the nominees page up.
Okay.
Which I think is hilarious that you gave me that link and that's not where it took me.
It didn't?
No, it took me to the home page and then forced me to click we collect cookies or something. And you have to click it before you can touch anything else on the page.
Yo, sort it out. Whoever worked on Game Awards website, sort it out. Right? If I send you a link that to the nominees, that's what should come up. Anyway. We'll start with best esports team. Cool. We'll do the esports stuff first because that's like our wild card.
Best esports team.
Yes. We have Atlanta FaZe for Call of Duty. DWG KIA for League of Legends. Again, and Kelsey, please correct me if you're more knowledgeable on the esports stuff here.
Yeah.
If I'm mispronouncing something, catch me on it, right?
Natus is the next one.
No, it's Navi.
Yeah, Natus Vincer, Navi.
Brian said not. What did Brian say?
I said what the NAPAR Navi stands for.
Oh, okay. I'm like, where you said that? And I started like scouring this
You
this
blew his
Excel.
mind.
Yeah, I'm like,
He
where?
came to a grinding halt.
You literally, yeah, I blue screened just now when you said that to me.
He's buffering.
Yeah, so Navi for CS:GO, Team Spirit, Team, not Teen, like the song, for Dota, Dota 2, sorry, and Sentinels for Valorant. Now, I don't know anything about any of these fucking teams, right?
I don't watch any of this.
So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in here. And Natus Vincer is like my favorite Counter-Strike team, and I've been following them for several years now. So it's clearly going to be them because the rest of this is garbage.
Okay.
When I used to follow Dota like aggressively and still play, Navi was my favorite Dota team.
So
Like I don't know who Atlanta FaZe is, and DWGKIA I think it's a team that I don't recognize. Sentinels is new because of Valorant, and then nobody gives a shit about Dota.
So we've done this for I think 3 years now, right? This is our third year doing this, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think is it 3 or? I think it is 3.
So each year, I get fucked with points because the esports is all League of Legends, and I think it's always something else. So my vote for this is going to be DWGKIA, right?
I can't wait for you to lose this one.
I forget. Do we choose what we want or what we think's gonna win? I don't remember.
What we think is going to win. We're predicting who's winning the Game
Okay.
Awards. So I'm predicting it's got to be League of Legends.
I'm probably gonna get an L here. I'm just gonna side with Dota. I'm going Team Spirit.
You going Teen Spirit?
Yeah, that's what it smells like.
How do I stick this? Resize conditional.
Make sure to throw the
format.
plasma grenade.
Oh, thanks. I'll freeze the first row. Thank God. Now I know what I'm doing here. And Brian, you said which one? Sorry.
Team Spirit.
Oh, okay. Randall.
I did all that.
Team Spirit 2? Oh my God, watch. I'm being dead fucking last with 2 points. Kelsey, you going with Navi, you said?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
It's the only one that's on the map.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not to mention, I think they just won a
major?
Yeah.
So the Team Spirit over.
So just chalk that one for me. I'm gonna get 0 points off of that. Best esports game is next. This is wild. I think this is gonna be an easy one too, right? Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Go, CS:GO, Dota 2, League of Legends, and Valorant.
What is going on?
So again, this year I'm going all in on League, right? Like I'm not losing again. I can't be last at least this year, right? So I'm going off rip League, right? This
For
is gonna
best,
for
best esports game?
Yes, and this is the year where they're gonna win 0. Watch.
I'm gonna go with Dota again, just cause.
Dota? Oh, okay. Randall, what you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dota as well.
What? Randall's making sure he doesn't lose his top spot because he knows Brian's got up to something this year. Kelsey, what you got?
I got third last time.
Who you got on here?
I don't know, man. Like, best esports game.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to give it up to League. League always.
That's what I'm saying.
Always goes ham.
That's what
with
now you understand
esports
me.
events.
League of Legends. And me and Kelsey, we're gonna stick it in the trenches together, and when they call fucking Dota or Call of Duty, we'll cry together.
Watch Valorant somehow win.
The next one is the best esports event.
Same thing. International.
We have the International 2021, right? 2022 or 21 or 2022 League of Legends World Championship. Is it 21 or 22? I think I might have. Then I wrote these down wrong. I guess my copy paste sucks, or Google Excel decides to increment the numbers each row.
PUBG Mobile Global Championship is 2020.
Then that's exactly what's happening because I'm 1 up. So the Excel sheet on Google Sheets just increments numbers. Lovely.
That's the way Excel works if you drag.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I don't Excel.
It's a built-in function unless you
disable
do
it?
something different.
Oh, okay. Then that explains the incorrect things here. All right, sorry. International 2021, 2021 League of Legends World Championship, Valorant Champions Tour, Stage 2 or Stage 1 Masters, I don't know if it incremented. PGL Major Stockholm 21, sorry. And then PUBG Mobile Global Championship 2020. So, I heard PUBG Mobile is getting hype, right? Like that's a thing. But I know not to not pick League of Legends, right? Like we're full sending League of Legends this year for points on this team right here. On Team Anthony, hopefully not last, right? So let's get it. Oh, whoops, I put it on the international. What am I, a traitor?
PGL is the one that that just ended that Navi won.
Ah, okay. Are you voting for that one?
No, I'm going with League. Like, don't get me wrong, Counter-Strike. So Counter-Strike is definitely getting a lot better. They've always been the front runner for the esports stuff, you know, but they've never really seemed to put forth a lot of the like spectacles and things that League of Legends did. I mean, that Riot really like brought esports into the spotlight of the world. Like Counter-Strike's been around for years. They've always done major tournaments, but it's never been anything that's like been seen by anybody who doesn't follow the sport. And then, Riot was like, nah, fam, we're renting a fucking stadium. There's going to be movies. There's going to be, lights and explosions and all sorts of shit. They broadcast it on Twitch and everything. Like they made a huge spectacle of it. And they've just outdone themselves almost every year. I don't know about this year because I haven't followed anything about it. But I mean, you really just can't go wrong betting on League.
Gotcha. So their production value is super high.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. With that being said, Brian and Randall. Brian, you can go first. What do you?
International. I'm just going.
You going full Dota?
Yeah.
God bless you, Brian, because. And Randall, you gonna follow suit? You gonna follow Brian into his grave?
Yes.
Oh my God! I swear, if these guys, I hate the esports section of these predictions. I really do. Best esports coach. Which one here is a League of Legends coach? Anyone here, please, just tell me.
Best esport. Sorry. You
Yeah.
said coach.
Yeah, we have. I don't know how to pronounce these, so sorry if I butcher your name. Erat, Silent, Gaziv. Sorry. And Andre, I guess would be the name. ENGH. I don't know if you pronounce it as Eng or whatever. Sholokov. Andrei, Blade, Horodensky, James Crowder, Kim Kakoma, or is it just Coma?
I think it's Kakoma.
And I cannot pronounce that last name. Jung Yoon.
No clue, but that's the League of Legends guy. He's coach of DWG.
Oh wow, Anthony voted for that guy then. Kakoma, you better win. What are you guys locking in here, right?
I'm gonna go with him just because he has a wholesome picture.
Same. The Kakoma?
Yeah, I voted for Silent. I don't remember even voting for this. But I think Kakoma.
Okay. Randall, what are you locking in? Randall doing he's probably like Wikipedia searching all of these. Oh no. Which one are you feeling, Randall? Which one feels like a winner to you, right? Or do you like Blade? Because it reminds you of Blade.
Interesting correlation.
You never know. That could be a selling point. Daywalkers.
I'm going with Crowder.
Okay.
Atlanta.
And Kelsey, what you got?
Going with Blade.
You going with Blade?
Navi, man.
Oh, okay.
Best coach.
Gotcha. All right.
Also, Destaten in my chat, I missed this apparently. He said a few minutes ago, someone air out that man's room. Too much stench of team spirit in there.
I like the reference. Yes, I like it. All right. We got best esports athlete next.
Simple.
So we have Chris Simp Lair. We got Hio Showmaker Sue. Magomed Collapse Kalilov. Alexander Simple Kostiliev. Tyson Tenzi, and I don't know how to spell NGO Ngo. I don't even know.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
It sounds like you're doing simple. You off rip. You don't have to wait for you're okay.
Nope, simple all the way, man.
You know what I'm gonna ask?
That dude is a monster. He has been a monster for years, but he's finally like I mean, they've always talked about how he's like the #1 CS:GO player. But he, Navi just had some. They've always done really well, but they've had some players that just either didn't live up or didn't show up, to certain games. And there's only so much you can do, carrying people on your shoulders. I mean, I know playing with you guys, but
those are facts. I'm not even gonna deny it. So I'm not bad at games.
But they won the major, and he's a monster.
Okay. Which one here is the League of Legends player, right?
Showmaker, I'm assuming.
Either that or tens. I forget which. Let me look.
I know this has got to be it. If I just
The
full
thing-
send League of Legends, I have to win the majority of these.
The thing that
No.
pisses me off about esports athlete, why are these all people who play team games? Where are the fighting game players?
I don't know.
They acknowledge Sonic Fox once, and then after that's like, all right, we got those button mashing nerds out of here.
I don't know.
So,
That's a good question.
tens is Counter Strike. Showmaker is League of Legends. Simp is Dota.
Okay.
And then, I'm sorry. Collapse is Dota, and Simp is COD.
Oh, okay. So Showmaker it is for me. Got it. Brian, who are you locking in here?
I voted simple. Apparently, news to me, so I'm just gonna go with simple.
Okay.
It's a good choice.
And then Randall to round us out here for the best esports athlete.
Bang.
Which one? Simple as well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. You guys are all going to get a free point here, and my dumb ass is out here with Showmaker getting 0, right?
That's why I think so to win, but apparently I voted for simple. So
All right, next is a content creator of the year. I don't watch any of these people. There's Dream, Fusli, I think, Gauls, Ibai, and the Gref. I guess it's supposed to be the Greg, but there's an F in there. So, which
Dream.
so which one here streams exclusively League? I'm just kidding.
I think Dream does.
Minecraft, right?
Yeah. Foosley is does just chatting, like IRL streams.
Okay.
Gules, however you say it. I have no idea.
I'm gonna go with the Greg, right? I'm just gonna lock that in because I don't know. I'd like looking at his name. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the F in the middle, just randomly. That's going in there. All right. Brian, who did you
Dream?
You go in Dream? Got it. You thought it was the musical artist?
Mm-hmm. Not that fucking picture.
Randall, who you got locked in here? Like you smell this is the content creator that pulled us out of 2021, right?
I'm going with Gauls.
Okay, you're gonna go with Gauls, and then Brian, Kelsey, what you got?
I'm going with Foosley.
Foosley, okay. Any particular reason?
I've just been seeing her up on Reddit a lot lately.
Oh, okay.
So
He knows the power of just chatting.
He knows the power of just chatting. All right. Now we're out of where I have no idea what's going to happen to I have some idea what might happen, right? Best multiplayer game of the year. We have Back for Blood, It Takes Two, Knockout City, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, and Valheim. So
well, I can tell you what it's not gonna be.
I don't think it's gonna be New World either. If the problems they were having didn't show up until after these Game Awards, then maybe.
There's only 4 here that have a shot.
Real quick, Destaten says Dream is the only recognizable name, and I don't want to touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Damn, that's bad. I thought the same thing in terms of like I don't know who any of those content creators are, but I mean I don't watch YouTube or Twitch like that, so what I think is gonna win. Back for Blood was a okay start. I don't think it's gonna win, but I think It Takes Two is gonna clear almost everything that it's been nominated in. To be honest, I played It Takes Two earlier this year with Janiana. It's going to, I think, just scrape all these awards, but that's just me. But maybe could win it as well as Valheim, because when it came out, it was critically boasted. Everyone loved it. You're able to set up your own dedicated servers. They're not tied to anything. It's like 1 or 2. Like the dev team is small as well. It's just another indie sweetheart. So it's like, I think it's up. the top two, I think It Takes Two and Valheim.
I've heard really
voted.
good things about Valheim.
I voted for It Takes Two, but I think Valheim's probably what's gonna win.
I think It Takes Two is gonna win it. I think the Game Awards this year is gonna be, hey, look how many awards we can give It Takes Two.
I hope, even though I guessed against it, I voted for It Takes Two. I hope it gets glory.
Yeah, I'm going to vote for It Takes Two because it deserves it, and I think it's gonna win because it was also critically acclaimed. So, and Brian, you said you're voting for Valheim.
Yeah, I'm guessing Valheim.
Okay.
Didn't It Takes Two get created by some random indie company? They were just like, hey, this is our first game. Hope you guys enjoy it.
They were an independent.
No?
I think it's called Hazelight Studios. They
Yeah.
made A Way Out. They made Brothers. They're indie people, like any development, and then EA started publishing their games.
Oh yeah, I see it. /EA. Apparently EA did Knockout City too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun for a few minutes.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
Yeah. So yeah, if Knockout City would have held on or hooked himself to a really decent sized player base, then maybe I'd be talking about that now. But after a month or two, ain't nobody talking about Knockout City anymore. Randall, what are you locking in here?
It Takes Two.
It Takes Two as well. And then Kelsey, what you got?
It Takes
It
Two.
Takes Two.
Yeah,
To make things all right.
Takes Two to make
Takes
things
Two to
go
make it
right.
out of sight.
Ooh, DMCA is worth it. I don't even care. Let's start. I'll sing it. Yeah, Brian's got the yelps. All right, let's move on here. Best sim /strategy game. We have Age of Empires 4, Evil Genius 2 World Domination, Humankind, Inscription, and Microsoft Flight Simulator. So,
What category?
the best sim /strategy game.
I didn't get to play Age of Empires, or have I heard anything about it?
Heard
Humankind
really
made a
good
big ass
things about it.
splash. Humankind made a big splash,
Yes.
and Flight Simulator made a big splash.
Yes.
Inscription, I've heard, I think has overwhelming reviews right now, but I don't remember anything about it besides people gushing.
Yeah,
I thought Microsoft Flight Simulator was last year.
No, it should have been near summer,
the-
maybe near the beginning of this year. I think March, maybe during spring.
Maybe that's what it was.
Let me look it up before I lie to everyone here.
But they go hard.
Unless it came to PC or Xbox later on, that might have been what happened. Yes, that is the case. The Xbox version came out the PC version came out in 2020. The Xbox edition came out this year.
Yeah, because I thought it won a bunch of awards last year for simulation and things.
It might have. Let me actually look it up. Let me see if it did. Yes, it actually won, and me and Randall got a point for it.
I'm always bragging this.
So maybe we can just repeat and get a free point. I'm
Bro,
kidding.
I know I voted for every category, and it's telling me to vote again. I did this already.
That's wild.
Did you? I mean, you also said that you beat the game, and
Oh
you don't
my
approve of
god!
Oh, now knowing that Microsoft Flight Simulator was awarded an award last year, I don't think it's gonna win. So I'm gonna vote Humankind.
Same.
Actually, don't know anything about Humankind. I heard about it.
It's
Like,
indie Civ.
Yeah, like if an indie developer made Civilization
Gotcha.
with different mechanics, I think it might be a little deeper than Civ, but I haven't played it. Randall, what you got? Or who you got here? What strategy game made you feel like I am a tactician in war, right? Or in peace, right?
I'm going with Humankind as well.
Oh, snap. Kelsey, what you got?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've heard really good things about Age of Empires.
Same.
I think I'm going to lean on Age of Empires.
Oh, snap. I was hoping we all voted one, so we either all get something or we all don't. This is a chance for him to break off.
You should convince them. Anthony.
I didn't. If I played the game, I would have given him a nice, essay
I
of
I
why you
installed
should.
Humankind and made a character. So that's cool.
Okay,
I had Age of Empires installed, then after a week of not loading it up, I'm like, who am I actually gonna play with? And then I uninstalled it.
you gotta play with
Yeah,
E-Man. I think E-Man installed it. Did you install it too, Kelsey, or
Humankind.
no? Age of
Oh,
Empires.
no, I've just got a buddy who plays and has
Oh,
talks very highly about it. I was thinking about going with Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I mean, I really hate it when they get nominated for shit just because they transfer it from one system to another.
yeah,
Like, I really just don't like that. Like, especially with it being such a limited scope, you know, basically downgrading to a console.
yeah.
You know, um, I feel like it's one thing when they really like upscale everything and move to the PC if it started on a console, but at the same time, it's still like you already got nominated for stuff when you were on the console or on the PC. You shouldn't get a chance to do it
Again,
switching back and forth. Like that doesn't make any sense.
it's not even nominated. They won. Like
Yeah,
you've already won. Like let someone else win, right?
I
Could be
feel like it's
worse.
just a wasted spot.
There was one year they had a game in beta. I don't know if it was when Fortnite was in beta or not.
Yeah,
And then
it was.
Shin Megami Tensei was out a couple days, and like here's the nominees, and it's nominated.
I mean, fucking PUBG was still in beta,
And that was also nominated.
yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
it's just weird the way it's done. I guess moving on since we've locked in our stuff here. Best sports / racing game. We have F1 2021, FIFA 22, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Forza Horizon 5, and Riders Republic.
Forza.
So I'm going to go ahead and lock in my Forza Horizon because not only do I want it to win, there's no way anything on this list is better. Period.
The Hot Wheels game. I've heard nice things from our friend, and just seems like it's well received.
Yes, it's actually a solid like racing game. I actually bought it just to support it.
I laughed because just free DLC for some cars, and even on Thanksgiving they go, here's some cars, right? Free DLC.
Yeah.
There's Street Fighter crossover cars. Pay us for our M Bison car.
Do you know why?
Because Capcom's full of shit.
Because Capcom wanted a cut, I'm sure. So they're like, well, you guys can't give this away for free. So if you're gonna give,
Like, if there's a way I could make a company go under, but everyone who worked there still gets a job somewhere, Capcom would be the if I got Shenron, he's like, I can't do any wish like bring people back, but I can specifically make a company go down and everyone's still okay financially without missing a beat. As he's just saying what he can do, I'm like, Capcom.
yeah. You might want to follow that up with, and I hope these guys get this IP. Because the last thing you need is a worse company getting their hands on those IPs.
Let me tell you, if Shenron's like, okay, and Capcom's done, and he's like, but what do you want done with Darkstalkers?
I need you to stop.
Give it to Arxis.
Give me your Shenron again. What was that genie shit you just did?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Wild. Okay, I'm going Forza. Brian, you going Forza as well?
Yeah.
Randall, who you going with?
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Shit.
Okay. And
He
Kelsey.
said, beat that.
Do they still have that tagline in the commercials?
I don't know. I don't have a TV.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how FIFA even got it nominated because it's literally a copy and paste of the last like 3 years. And the thing is that it's being reviewed by the same people who reviewed it the last 3 years. So it's the exact same thing. Like it's literally a copy and paste. So I'm just gonna copy and paste my review from last year.
That's really sad, man.
It's because they needed 5 games for this thing, and like, what else is out? And then they saw FIFA.
They're like FIFA. Let's add FIFA in there.
I'm having a tough choice between these.
Hot Wheels and Forza?
Well, that and Riders Republic I've heard really good things about. Plus it's got like way more modes than anything. I mean, you have all sorts of different things that you can do.
Those are
It's
facts.
steep, essentially, without Mont Blanc.
It's more than...
You know what? I like to change my vote.
Okay, to what?
Riders Republic.
Okay.
Wow. An award for copycat of the year.
Well, that was the two that I was trying to debate between.
Oh, dang. Forza wasn't even an option?
Nah.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Ooh, we heard him Xbox.
I mean, I have Forza downloaded, but I haven't played it yet.
It's just fun, casual, like you're on autopilot
Yes.
mode and you're just cruising on getting new cars. You know, it's just a great time, dude.
Imagine being rewarded for breathing. That's what Forza is.
Yeah. And you might not be a fan of that, but you know.
I don't know. I'm kind of at a toss up between Hot Wheels and Riders Republic.
Okay.
Because I've heard really good things about Hot Wheels. Plus, growing up with Hot Wheels and getting to like play an actual racing game on all of the orange, you know, like
It's
a
multiple
classic.
colors, and I think there's a level editor too in it, so you can make wild shit happen.
There's boss levels.
Yeah, like it's a full featured
You can
racing game.
customize your own car.
Yep.
0 out of 10.
Forza is just damn sexy. I will give you that.
Like
I think I'm gonna have to go with Riders Republic though,
okay.
just because like, for the best traditional and non-traditional sports racing, like it just does so much. You got mountain biking, snowboarding, hang
Wingsuit.
gliding. Like there's so much shit to do.
Yeah. I should give that game a shot actually to see how chill it is. All right. Best family game.
What's funny about this, and sorry to cut you off,
Okay.
no family should play Mario Party together. And let's continue.
If they truly love each other, they should not play Mario Party.
Mhm.
I think I would rather play Mario Party than I would play Monopoly. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm right there with you. Absolutely. Between Monopoly and Mario Party, easy.
You want to talk about like destroying, like families getting divorced, fist fights, like
At the end of
Monopoly.
Monopoly,
it's
you
at.
feel like you are in real life in financial danger. Like you
I think Mario Party is between those two is more like acceptable because it's not a whole like afternoon of just malice. It's like you can do like 15 turns and you're done.
Okay.
Whereas Monopoly, it's never like let me do a quick game. No one's ever said let me do a quick game of Monopoly.
That's true. It's
Monopoly
a
is
slow
the
descent.
Dota of board games.
I can see that. That's a good line to put in their box. Just letting you know.
That's all I have
The
to say.
nominees for best family game are It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars, a new Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World plus the Bowser's Fury combo that released earlier this year, and WarioWare Get It Together. So, like I mentioned earlier, I am going all in on League of Legends, and for games, I'm going all in on It Takes Two. So, my lock is It Takes Two. Brian.
But does it make
Everything's
sense to me?
alright?
Another thing that
Takes
doesn't
two to
make
make
sense
a
to me.
thing go right.
What doesn't make sense to me? Isn't Pokemon Snap single player?
Is
doesn't say
it?
best share with your family game. It says best family game.
Maybe it's co-op. Maybe they added like a co-op mode.
I don't. That's an asterisk to me right there, but I'm not voting for that.
Can someone fact check real quick if Pokemon Snap is co-op at all?
What I'm looking for.
Because that
I'm
is
gonna do It Takes Two. I don't think it's gonna win because Mario Party's here, but I don't want to give that game or series any energy. So I'm gonna say It Takes Two.
So It Takes Two. Randall, what you got, man?
Dang.
It Takes Two as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
New Pokemon Snap does not have multiplayer. There's no online co-op or split screen play.
So why is it in a Okay. I guess it's not multiplayer. It's for the family? Like for just kids and
I don't know.
like
I've never liked. I watch Game Awards for this game we've made, and for the announcements. I don't trust. In my head, I don't trust Jeff Keighley being in charge of any of this shit besides setting up the venue.
well, it's not only him. Like there's like a board of people who do the voting for this. Or like
I get it, but then to me, it's very obvious why some things are nominated on here.
Ah. I can see that. And then Kelsey, to round us out here. We all went It Takes Two. Do you want to pull apart here and maybe get an extra point here, or what's going on?
I'm going with It Takes Two. I mean, I watched you guys play it. I've seen them just blow up. Like, it just... It looks awesome.
In my head, their building blew up.
Brian and Randall. It's time.
I said,
Best fighting game nominees:
oh,
Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, The Hinokami Chronicles,
that's just
Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood Type Lumina, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. I'm going to
I'm
lock.
going with Guilty Gear.
Yes, thank you. I'm going with Guilty Gear Strive.
So here's the thing I have to say, right?
Go for it.
Playing both of them, right?
Melty
Guilty
Blood
Gear
and
Strive and Melty Blood.
Okay.
Both solid games. This is the first Melty Blood I've ever played. The game's gorgeous. It's simple to pick up, but then it's an anime game, so there's like 19 subsystems in it that you learn. But it's gorgeous, pretty relatively easy to pick up compared to older versions of the game. And it's just a fun time.
Okay.
Guilty Gear, the same thing. The things that I like about each one is what the other one doesn't have for me.
Oh.
And so Strive, visually, nothing, very little things visually come close to this in any genre. But the issue I have with the game is that character representation in terms of archetypes, I feel like I'm missing a main. Right?
Okay.
Characters are fun to play. The game's fun to watch. It's single player Marvel right now. If you watch tournaments, you don't even know what's going on. You're gonna get hyped. But the lack of I feel like it's just someone missing, and then something about the game's mechanics. It feels great, but again, it feels like there's just like an ounce that if they just tune a little bit, near perfect game.
Okay.
Melty Blood has characters I love, but then it's like it feels less creative in terms of combos and things like Guilty Gear is.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go with Guilty Gear because I think that's what's gonna win.
Okay. We got 3 for
this wasn't my review. I don't know why I went on the rant, but
whatever. Hey, you're just informing the viewer/listener on why you're picking Guilty Gear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey, who you got
It's
here?
clearly gonna be Street Fighter 5.
We got you. I'll add that entry. I'll call Jeff Keighley right now and be like, "Hey, you forgot one vital game, Street Fighter 5."
No, I'm Guilty Gear as well.
Okay, so that's gonna be an all or nothing for us. Best RPG. Let me tell you what's not winning this, right? I can tell you.
Oh.
Let me go through the list first, which is first Cyberpunk 2077, Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5. Sorry, I thought I said 4 there. And Tales of Arise. Off rip. Cyberpunk 2077 has no business being on this list.
We'll get to the category that I would if I saw the board picked best score,
yeah,
and I saw Cyberpunk there, that whole board gets fired and we redo that category.
It's actually not. Let me scroll up.
It's nominated. Anthony, you've heard Guilty Gear. That shit is a soundtrack with a fighting game attached as DLC for free. Why is that not nominated? But Cyberpunk is.
Oh my god, you're not kidding.
Hum a song from that isn't the intro which is Welcome to Night City.
Welcome to Night City. I mean, that song alone is worth nominating, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Even if we compare intro songs, put that next to Smell of the Game, the Guilty Gear Strive main theme.
Probably no contest. I haven't heard it, but I'll take your word for it. Anyway, but let's get back. We'll get to the sound one because I didn't know. I didn't know Cyberpunk was. I didn't notice it was nominated for the sound. That's wild. Or for the music. Sorry. So for best RPG, the only game I've played on here is Cyberpunk, and no way in hell. As much I got through the game, I had my fun with it for the X amount of hours I did to get through the main story. Cool. No. I have not played Monster Hunter Rise, but I have played not a ton, but a bit of Monster Hunter World. That is if it's anything like World, that's way better than Cyberpunk. My opinion. Scarlet Nexus. I don't know. Is that an action RPG?
It's an
or-
ARPG. It's on Game Pass PC if you want to try it. I haven't installed it. I haven't tried it yet.
Okay. Is it co-op or is it just like a single player AR?
Single player, I think.
Okay. I don't know anything about this. Shin Megami Tensei is just a renowned franchise, so I might just go that because that's probably going to win. And as Brian's review of Tales of Arise comes up, I don't know if Tales of Arise is going to win. But
People like the game.
Oh, okay. You fell out.
I ranted, yeah.
Yeah.
But people, the worst I've heard other people say is it's fine. But people usually like this game from what I've heard.
So what I'm thinking I think it's going to be a fight between Shin Megami Tensei and Monster Hunter Rise. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think Monster Hunter Rise will get the win here. Like, I'm gonna lock in Monster Hunter Rise
I'm locking in Shin Megami.
because this isn't their first nomination. I think they were nominated for Monster Hunter World when it came out, and I think it may have won. But let me see if it was last. Let me see if last year was one of them. I don't see it. Nope, I'm not seeing last year. Oh no, last year was Final Fantasy VII with the music. It might have been 2019 then. I could have sworn it was at least nominated for something. Yeah, I don't see it at all. Okay,
I'm
so
going
back
Shin
to
Megami.
you going Shin Megami? Randall, what you thinking? What?
I'm going with the same.
Which one? Shin Megami Tensei?
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Okay. And then Kelsey. You're an RPG man.
I mean, I haven't played any of these.
None of these
like
are
I've had-
square, so you can just say whatever you want.
at least Final Fantasy 15 is not on here.
That's true.
Let's see. Oh, I forgot to put that on the thing. I got to tell you guys about this. Okay, I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
I'll tell you after we're done with this
Episode. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard really good things about Monster Hunter Rise, and I know that they keep coming out with new content, but like, it's been on here for like 3 years now.
No, it wasn't. I checked it. It wasn't last year's. I think it was 2019 that Monster Hunter World, the previous game, was nominated. This one just came out, so, and they're waiting for a PC release for this too. I think it's coming out early next year.
I mean, Scarlet Nexus looks like it's a really cool game.
Yeah.
And I've heard decent things about Tales of Arise. Plus, the Tales series is pretty renowned as well. But I think I'm gonna have to give it up to Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh snap! This is where I fall behind again. Let's get it. Everyone's Shin
Or you
Megami.
Rise.
What did you vote? I'm sorry.
Monster Hunter Rise. It's because
The Staten's on your side with Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah, it has to.
Like-
Every time a new one comes out, Capcom gets their money back. Like all the money they wasted trying to do bad decisions in Street Fighter or whatever, they get it back with Monster Hunter and Devil May Cry.
For time purpose, I'll say that Capcom only cares about Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and Devil May Cry to an extent. That's the TLDR of what the normal rant would have been. Have you mentioned Capcom?
Oof, this is my, oh my gosh. I don't know whether to pick what I want to win in the next category or what I think. It's going to be tough, so brace yourselves. Best action and adventure game. Nominees are Marvel's Guardians of the
Oof.
Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, and Psychonauts 2. Let me tell you guys, I have played the majority of this fucking category. And this is
Everything but Metroid.
everything but Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And this is not an easy pick. Because Resident Evil, I mean, it's like a horror game. Once you find out what the big bad thing is, and they arm you to the teeth with fucking rockets and stuff, it stops becoming scary, but it's still fun. Ratchet and Clank you are literally playing a Pixar movie, which is
Thank you. Yeah, I said that verbatim.
like that's what it is. That's how great the rendering is done, and it's still responsive. It's not like floaty buttons and stuff. It's really fun action adventure game. Metroid Dread, excellent. It has, I think Brian, you mentioned it had like cause I didn't finish it yet, but you said it was kind of short. It felt short.
It felt really linear,
Linear, that's
and
what it
up to a
was.
point, the story's like, okay, and then you fight the last boss.
That makes sense. And for Psychonauts 2, incredible writing. If you love puns, super hilarious. A visual style that's unlike any other. You know when you're looking at a Psychonauts 2 gameplay, it's not like, oh, Army Man with gun, first person shooter, where it could be like 80 different games. It has a distinct look just like when you're playing a Mario game. You're like, that's a Mario game, right? Psychonauts 2 is awesome. So what's gonna win here? This is where boys become men, right? Like if we can, whoever gets this one right, God bless you, right?
So, when I voted for this the first time, but then this said "fuck your settings,"
Uh-huh.
I voted Dread. Hadn't started Ratchet and Clank. I voted Dread because it's more of Metroid. It's optimal. I didn't play Psychonauts. I've seen I haven't played or watched the second game because I might play it through it. I
Gotcha.
like the first one.
That's also on
Resident Evil
Game
I've
Pass.
seen. Resident Evil I've seen twice. Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy. I don't even like looking at that game. I keep hearing the gameplay's fun. I don't like looking at that game.
So you're not playing that then.
So really, it's between Dread and Ratchet and Clank. And after playing Ratchet for 2 sessions, I want and expect this to win.
Okay, so you're locking in Ratchet. I'm locking in Psychonauts 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel it. I think that's going to take it. Because even though we waited a long time for it, it is a Psychonauts game through and through. It's really funny. It has great platforming. The combat still feels great. Like,
The statement says Psychonauts 2 and in caps, no, and then back to regular compromise.
what?
So no compromise.
Oh, I
They're
see.
saying.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Psychonauts 2 is definitely talking about an adventure game? Come on. Randall, what you got? Or who you got?
Ratchet and Clank.
Ooh. This could be it, boys. This is where Anthony might be able to get a point over these fucking professional predictors. Kelsey, what are you thinking?
I'm going with Metroid.
Oh, okay. So this is gonna
I mean,
be.
it's back to the classic. I've heard nothing but good things about it. You know, like I've never played the Psychonauts series, and I only have a little bit of knowledge of Ratchet and Clank.
Mhm.
I've seen people play Resident Evil, and I know nothing about Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. But looking at the trailers, all of my friends that have played Metroid were like, it is incredible. So
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go with that one.
Oof, I don't know. I can't wait to see who wins this. All right, let's move on
Maybe
here.
the year I get fourth, I can just feel it.
All right, best action game: Back for Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, and Returnal. Now, for me, Returnal without by a mile. If you want an action game, it's Returnal. Because it's not, the action gets more and more heavy as you get further into the game because it's a roguelike. So, I'm locking in Returnal. There's no.
Second.
What happened?
Second.
As in you're seconding that?
Yes.
Okay.
I third it.
Fourth.
Okay. So we're all either going to be winners here or we're,
Watch Far Cry take it because of the actor.
I hope not because no. Wait, is he nominated for voice acting?
Yeah, for performance.
Okay. That I might vote. Maybe I'll vote for him on that, but because he wasn't in it. Like Far Cry's in this weird loop where it's like, oh, look at this villain we got this time, but you're not really utilizing it's just, oh, he's in this cutscene that you guys did in a mocap suit and that's it, right? I don't know. Innovation in accessibility. So this is basically the games that give the most accessibility options or the most inclusive accessibility options. We have Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon 5, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, The Veil, Shadow of the Crown. I am going to lock in Forza because it's so accessible that you can have it just play most of the game for you, where you just have to steer. It'll you can just start. It'll automatically start and go in a race. There's colorblind options. Tweak the AI so it just doesn't, so you're able to win. Like there's so many options.
What category? I missed it.
Innovation and accessibility.
Okay.
I think the reverse is also available where it'll steer for you and you just have to go and stop, like so you can get the braking down. Far Cry 6 is probably a close second, so that's probably I haven't seen the settings for Guardians of the Galaxy and Rift Apart. I don't remember there being that much accessibility options.
I don't either.
And then I think Far Cry 6 and 4 are the one battling here, but I haven't played The Veil or Guardians.
I was gonna go for Far Cry because Ubisoft essentially tries to make every option possible in most of the games that I can remember playing.
Recently,
you said nice things about Forza, so I'm following you and I'm saying Forza.
Okay. Randall, who you got?
Forza.
Forza? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Forza.
Okay.
I thought he was sobbing while saying Forza.
Yeah, I thought he was like Forza. Like he was like how like he saw a trailer of Forza in like 4K 60 FPS and he's already just tearing up. Which I wouldn't blame you. That game runs beautifully. Just the networking is a little odd still, but so have the previous Horizon games. Kelsey, who do you got this time for accessibility options here?
Innovation and accessibility. I really don't know what this category is doing, so and I don't know I've not played any of these games, so I can't be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right now, all of us are voting for Horizon 5. So if you want maybe break away, Far Cry 6 is a good option. I haven't played Guardians or Shadow of the Crown, so I don't know.
I was leaning towards Far Cry 6, but I think I'm just gonna stick with Forza. We'll just go down together.
Okay, that's fair. Playing it safe, I see that. Playing the long game here.
This is also presented by Chevrolet.
Is it? Like you have a sponsor? Okay.
No, not me. That's what it says on the page.
Oh. Best VR and AR game is the next category.
I had to Google this.
We have Hitman 3.
I don't remember what I voted for.
I Expect You to Die. Is it 2 or 3? Because I don't know if this thing incremented.
2.
It's 2. Damn you, XL. I Expect You to Die 2. Lone Echo 2. Resident Evil 4. Sorry, not 5. And Sniper Elite VR.
I'm going with Lone Echo because it looks like space stuff.
Okay, so Brian's locking in Lone Echo 2. I'm going to lock in...
What did you go with?
Lone Echo 2.
No. What did Anthony? What'd you go with?
Resident Evil 4 is what I'm locking in because I saw gameplay of that and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's a good way to replay an older like a classic game. So I forgot all the lines that the Hispanic people say. I try to remember it and say it just now, but I forgot. Matinglo or something like that. I forgot what it was.
Matinglo.
Yeah, something like that. Randall, what you got, man? Or who you got?
I Expect You to Die.
Oh, I Expect You to Die. Okay. Kelsey, who do you have today on this?
That's what I was leaning towards. Was I Expect You to Die?
All right.
I think I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay.
Staten says Lone Echo 2 or Resident Evil could easily take it.
There we go.
I don't know anything about Lone Echo 2, but I have seen the VR for Resident Evil 4, and it looks good.
Best community support. Here we go. Apex Legends Escape. Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Final Fantasy 14 Online. Fortnite and No Man's Sky.
Everything's scrambled for these categories, so I keep having trouble finding the one to click on.
I set them up so they should be like one after each other, going from the bottom right to the top left.
You're freaking me out.
Okay. So, a few things to say. I know No Man's Sky started off with some bullshit. But they have this game, it's a completely different game from launch, and it's all been free editions. Because imagine them trying to charge for something after what happened to them at launch. So, in terms of community support, they've come a long way, but they're up against They're up against titans. Fortnite literally has every type of character in their game, right? They quite literally have. I think Kratos is in it. Master Chief is in it. Rick and Morty's in it. Ryu and
Ariana
Chun Li are in
Grande
it.
is in it.
Ariana Grande's in it.
Raven from DC's Teen
You're talking
Titans.
about best community support, right?
Yeah, like these guys add so much shit. Granted, they're just skins, but then the case to put here is skins worth it or is expansions? Because Final Fantasy 14 is on here, and they've been adding expansions to their games, right? So I don't know if what's worth would be worth more here. Kelsey, you had something to say. Hold on.
The little spiel that they have says, recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity, and game updates / patches.
Oh, so it's
yeah,
not just
that's-
game. It's not just game support. I see what you mean.
Yeah, you kept saying like they have all this shit, and it's like, but that doesn't have anything to do with community support.
Gotcha.
Like,
I misread
Fortnite
that.
doesn't listen to their community worth shit. Destiny 2 certainly doesn't listen to their community worth shit. Apex Legends has been kind of going downhill. Final Fantasy 14, I hear, is actually really, inclusive with a lot of things, and No Man's Sky, I'm pretty sure, is inclusive with a lot of things.
What's funny is though that Destiny won the year before or the year before that. Community support, I believe.
Oh, really?
I voted and I'll say out loud Final Fantasy or else Johan will kill me.
I'm gonna go Final Fantasy because I have to lock it in. That's like our only Square game in this entire fucking Game Awards, right? They usually win something, right?
It's not the only Square game because Guardians of the Galaxy is Square.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's published by them. That's true. So you're doing Final Fantasy 14 as well?
Yup.
Now with the information that you told me about Destiny having won it before, I think I'm gonna swap to Destiny. I'm trying to win here, right? I'm trying to at least not be last, right?
It's me this year. I'm washed up.
I'm doing Destiny. I'm swapping to Destiny. For me, best community support, I'm doing Destiny. If they won it before, they could probably do it again. Unless they just did something catastrophic that I'm not aware of, right?
Yeah. Oh, they were under heat on Twitter at least in like a month or two ago because they keep vaulting or like archiving old content.
Oh, right.
And then making you pay a hilarious amount for the new stuff.
Oh, wow. It's weird. I went back to Final Fantasy. I locked in Final Fantasy. I can't. I'm not being last again, right? This is the year I break out of fourth place.
Oh.
Randall. Who you got?
Final Fantasy.
Ooh, let's get it. Kelsey, who you got?
I'm gonna have to go with Final Fantasy. I mean, I just like No Man's Sky is No Man's Sky is up there, but I've heard nothing but good things from Final Fantasy about their
Actual community,
everything.
like their forums and things like that.
Staten in chat says No Man's Sky based purely off community love.
It is.
So it sounds like No Man's Sky might take this, and we all just go down in flames.
That's fine. The second one of you guys switches your answer, that's when I'm but if we're all picking the same thing, I'm safe, right? Best mobile game.
This one's rough.
We have this is actually actually this year's pretty rough. We have Fantasian, is that how you pronounce that? Genshin Impact, League of Legends, Marvel Future Revolution, and Pokemon Unite. Now it's huge because Pokemon Unite came out this year, and it's not as huge as League yet, but it has hit the ground running in terms of how they're adding updates, adding characters, there's balance patches. Like I've seen them on my newsfeed all the time of changes they're doing. They've also been under heat with some of the skin stuff, like the cosmetic stuff, but who isn't in 2021, right? Genshin Impact continues to add more stuff. I don't know if it's substantial or not, or new characters, but
they're making expansions and they're adding characters and weapons and things.
Okay.
And I mean the mobile gameplay is pretty phenomenal. Like I played it when
when you
I
were
think it was
down here.
last year at
Mhm.
your place, yeah. And it was flawless. I mean, considering like I'm literally playing it on my phone.
The touch controls are responsive, like it's not.
Oh yeah,
I played it
like
on
it's
my phone too, so it's. Go ahead. Sorry.
super easy to use. It I'm gonna have to go with Genshin Impact for mine.
Okay. I keep typing in Z. The heck's my problem? All right. I think.
Um,
Go ahead, Brian. You already have your lock. I'm still thinking here.
Pokemon Unite.
Oh,
I
you
know for watch this be the opposite. I'm pretty sure Fantasian has no business winning or won't win, only because it's a mobile game only on iOS.
Oh, I see. And then cut to Fantasian.
Mm-hmm.
Randall, you got a lock?
Pokemon.
Pokemon as well. Well, I already guys told you at the beginning of this fucking show that I'm full sending League of Legends. So I'm locking League of Legends for best mobile game.
I mean, I've heard really good things about their
The
this
mobile
one.
port.
Yeah,
I think it's called Wild Rush or something.
Wild Rift.
Rift. Okay. Now, next thing. Best debut indie game. We have Kena or Kina, Bridge of Spirits, Sable, The Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, and Valheim.
Am I missing something?
I am going to lock in Valheim.
What category are you doing?
Best debut indie game.
I don't see that.
That's not on there?
No.
See,
it's
best
not
indie.
the best indie.
Yeah, and it's different things all completely from what you said.
Are we for real?
Mobile, best indie, best ongoing.
Oh my god.
I don't see best. Oh, I see it. If you guys are looking at the all screen and it's like the categories, it's
Mm-hmm.
the second from the bottom, second from the right, next to most anticipated and content of the year.
Y'all really had me like, did I make this in this
Oh, okay.
category
Well,
up?
because according to the categories, you've been kind of working from your bottom up,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, best debut indie is like nowhere near
Oh wow.
the rest of the shit that
Wait, is
it
it
should
by
be.
resolution? Does it change order? It doesn't. So why? Okay. I promise you, when I wrote this list, this was the order, right? Besides most anticipated game.
The one that I mean, you've been going in. Oh, it does change orientation if it's smaller.
Okay. All good though. It's there.
Yeah, it's next to content creator of the year and most anticipated game.
Gotcha. Okay.
Going with Valheim.
Same. I'm
I'm
locking.
going with
Okay. I was gonna say yeah. I lock in Valheim because for an indie game, that game hit the ground and it exploded this year. So okay. So all three of us Valheim. Kelsey, what you got? Who you got?
Trying to think of what the Bridge of Spirits was.
It's like an action adventure game that looks really good. Like the visual style looks like a DreamWorks movie.
Yeah.
I don't
I don't know
remember.
about any of the other ones, but I remember Kenna from State of Play or
Yes.
something earlier this year.
Yes.
But I think I'm gonna have to go with Valheim as well.
Okay. I had Kenna highlighted for you, and then you're like, I'm just you turning out of here. That's fine. And now we have best indie game. That's the one you guys were looking at earlier, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nominees for that is 12 Minutes, Death's Door, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, Inscription, and Loop Hero.
Loop Hero I'm going with.
Okay, you going with Loop Hero? I'm going with Death's Door because that is a game I've been hearing all year since
That's
its
the
release.
bird, right?
Say again?
That's the bird one?
I think so.
I want to try that.
Random,
The
what
only one
you...
here that I didn't want to try or like cared about was Kenna in this nomination. In this award.
Really? Go ahead, Kelsey.
Go for it. You guys are talking.
I was just gonna say that Kenna came out and everybody reviewed with It's fine. It does what it. There's nothing like huge about it. Like it's a great action adventure and slash platforming. I think there's some platforming in it game, but there's nothing that's like stands out. I think one of the reviewers said that it just played it safe. So I haven't played it myself, so I can't really add to that or disagree. So, Kelsey, go ahead.
Loop Hero was cool. Like it was definitely like it was a fun game, but it was kind of short, and I don't really feel like there was a lot of replayability.
Not even difficulty levels or anything like that, or
I don't remember there being difficulty levels,
Oh,
but
okay.
I played it when it I think when it came out, and I mean I shoved a bunch of time into it and beat it and everything, but I don't remember if I like bothered to finish anything after that.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know. I think because I don't really know anything else in here, I'm probably just gonna have to go with Loop Hero.
Okay. That's fair. Randall, did you already say yours and I didn't hear it, or?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be a bandwagon because I don't really know much about the other games, and I want to vote for 12 minutes, but it seems really short.
Okay.
So
It's
I'm
longer than
gonna go
12
with
minutes.
it. I'm
It's
gonna go with
like
Loop.
you're gonna go Loop Hero. Sorry.
I'm gonna
Only
go with
12
Loop
minutes if
Hero.
you know what you're doing.
Okay. I mean, I wonder if there's a speed run. I gotta go look it up and see. Once you figure out what the solution is, I'm sure there's a way to like just get as fast as possible. Next on the list is best ongoing game. This is what I confused the two categories when I was saying they added stuff to the game. We have Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, Final Fantasy 14 Online, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. I am going to lock down Fortnite
I second it.
on this one. I think this is an easy pick. Because in terms of like in-game events, I don't think anyone does it better. With the events that come up in it, that transition between seasons, things like that. They're like basically in-game cutscenes of wild shit happening that introduces whatever, right? And I don't think that's been beaten at all.
Talk about Apex Legends.
No, Fortnite.
Yeah.
I'll go with Apex.
You going Apex?
I'm essentially switching my votes for things I don't feel passionately about. I'm switching to what I'm guessing.
I'm thinking it's gonna win because like this is the general populace, I would imagine, and the people who are on the board. So maybe they won't. I don't know. I'm trying to min max this here, right? Like, I'm trying to get all the points. I want to like get so many points because like I'm never challenging Anthony again, right? Kelsey, what you got left? Because Brian, you said you locked in Apex, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, most of these are fairly decent for ongoing.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Genshin Impact.
Okay. Okay, that's a solid pick. All of these are definitely all these games are like the most ongoing games. Like, and it's awesome that Final Fantasy 14 on there is the MMO they pick, and not like WoW or
Because they have an
New
expansion
World.
coming in a week or two.
That's true. Next category: games for impact.
What did Randall say?
He said he's second Fortnite. Unless did you change your answer, Randall, or
No.
Okay. Games for impact. We have Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend Dungeon, Chicory, A Colorful Tale, Life is Strange, True Colors, and No Longer Home. I don't know anything. I've played a previous Life is Strange, so I can vouch for that series. I didn't finish this Life is Strange 2, though, but I did play the first Life is Strange to completion. But games for Impact, I don't even know where or which one here, right? Brian, you said you played Boyfriend Dungeon?
Yeah, I don't unless someone gets hit by a bus and then have to save their life after. I don't know what the impact is in Boyfriend Dungeon.
Okay.
From the trauma that the first Life is Strange left me in to the point where I could not continue in the game,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say Life is Strange.
Oh, so you, okay. I'm going to lock in Boyfriend Dungeon.
Oh shit, we swapped.
Yeah. Again, I'm here to get maximum points, right? I'm trying to
What makes you
Psycho
choose
Crusher,
Boyfriend Dungeon?
because why not, right?
Oh.
Like, why not? What? That's an impact right there. Boyfriend Dungeon. What the hell? What game is that? See, already got you in there. That's a free point for me, right?
Well, yeah, but Life is Strange. Someone reads that, I'm like, who you telling? And then now they resonate with it.
Yeah, but that's not an impact then. There's like, yeah, it'd be like that.
It impacts them to think about how
Yeah.
strange life is.
Good luck to you and your choice, Brian. All right. Randall, what you got? I like how for some reason his I could tell when he's close to his mic because it just goes because it might be picking up his like him breathing or something.
Randall's?
Yeah.
Life is Strange.
Ooh, Life is Strange gets a second. Let's go, Kelsey. Where you going?
Also going Life is Strange because it's the only one on there that I know like anything about.
I hope I hear Boyfriend Dungeon and I'm gonna be like, ooh. Cut to
From
me
the
sobbing.
From the thumbnail, No Longer Home looks like some shit's gonna happen.
Oh really?
If you look at the pictures, yeah, before your eyes as well, it looks like someone's gonna get hit by a bus, and then you just remembering what it was like before they got hit by the bus.
Oh damn! I think I just did not pick the right thing then. Okay, so next category, we have best performance, acting performance, not like games running at 60 FPS or whatever. Excuse me. We have Erica Mori in Life is Strange, Giancarlo Esposito in Far Cry 6, Jason E. Kelly from Deathloop, Maggie Robertson in Resident Evil Village, and here we go, Ozuyama Akaga in Deathloop. And
I voted and I'm thinking Maggie.
Right?
Yeah, I'm going with Maggie too.
Anthony, you can pull. This is an easy one, right? Anthony, come on. Like this man won Emmys, right? Like, surely he can win a Game Award, right? Like this is, I'm locking in Giancarlo, right? Like this, I'm here to win, right? I'm not here to be like, oh, Maggie, whoa, tall lady, right? We're not here for that. We're here for points. And that Giancarlo Esposito was Gus, right? You don't see him and not see Gus, and vice versa, correct? Got it. That's how you get, easy points. So all of you guys going Maggie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck to you guys in your choices. All right.
Next one's free for me. I just saw the next category.
Okay. Best audio design.
Free.
Okay. Let me read off the nominations. Deathloop, Forza Horizon 5, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, and Returnal. Brian, since it's free, Returnal for you. Nice. I am going with.
Let me not say free.
Okay.
The only other acceptable answer for me is Ratchet and Clank.
I see.
But I didn't switch my answer.
Okay. I see your Returnal, and I raise you Deathloop. right? And you're thinking, Anthony, what? I'm here to win points. Okay? Deathloop is critically acclaimed, right? Maybe not more so than Forza. But I don't know if Forza. I mean, I've played a good amount of Forza already. And the audio stuff is vroom vroom and some music, right? Deathloop, there's more going on there, right? Just letting you know. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that, right?
Yeah.
Randall, what is your choice for best audio design?
I'm going with Returnal.
Eternal, huh? Okay.
I don't know why Anthony hears somebody tell him what is going to be picked, and he's like, "No, I'm going to go with this instead."
I'm telling you, you guys would think it's Deathloop. I'm telling you, Deathloop's winning this. What I'm telling you, like, I played through that game, and there's so many more memorable audio cues and sounds and stuff that game has. Right? I don't know. Returnal is like there's probably the same thing. 'Cause, I mean, they even use like the audio design from your controller, the speaker. They use everything well. Deathloop, it's got to be.
Anthony,
I'm here to win points.
just to say, the second you get in that house,
Yeah.
you become very aware of the audio design in Returnal.
Not to mention, it's literally used to alert you of things.
Same in Deathloop. The sound is used very heavily in Deathloop to alert you of things.
Yes, but it's not Returnal.
I'm
Just gonna win.
Good luck with you and your choice. All right. So you picking Returnal as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if you just chose Deathloop instead?
Oh shoot. I'm either gonna be literally the champion here with these wild picks I'm doing, or the saddest fourth place you've ever seen in your life, like 4 points.
What if you get less points than last year?
Oh my! Let me go see how much did I had. 7 last year. Watch me get like 4 or 2. Damn you, League of Legends. All right, moving on to more audio centric category. Best score / music. Cyberpunk 2077, Deathloop, Nier Replicant version 122474487140. Huge joke. God, I don't understand why they thought that was funny enough to put that as a fucking game title, but here we are. I was gonna say Marl's Guardians of the Galaxy, and The Artful Escape.
Because the thumbnail has a guy with a guitar or a character with a guitar, I'm going Artful Escape.
I was gonna say the same thing.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I saw the cover for that game and I'm like, there's no way this is not gonna win something audio, right?
If Cyberpunk wins somehow,
Tight.
if it wins, I'm not doing these predictions anymore.
Okay, we'll hold you to it. That's wild. I'm going Artful Escape. You going with Nier?
Nier Replicant, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The first Nier game was pretty incredible with the
music.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, no, he's right. We're not doing this. I'm winning. No, I'm winning this. I'm going Nier Replicant. You're right, because because I think Johan and like either him or maybe it was Gabs. Someone shared with me music from Automata. No, we're right. It's Replicant's winning this.
Automata? You mean Automata?
Yeah. What did I say? Automata?
Automata. I've never heard it pronounced like that.
I'm an idiot. You keep forgetting that. That's the problem. Oh my god, is it not that? Oh well, I can't. I can't read. So I wouldn't be like Brian said earlier with the review of 12 minutes. I won't be able to pass that game since I'm illiterate.
Before you continue,
go for it.
I feel like we need to make this more interesting, not just for us but for the viewers.
Okay.
By putting in some sort of incentive.
Like what? You have something in mind?
I was thinking something simple like winner gets a gift card.
Okay, give like
But
a
if y'all can come up with something a little more creative.
If Randall doesn't win, he streams for a whole year every day.
Why am I always the target?
no. I mean, I'm with you on that. We can do like what, like a $50-$100 gift card or something.
Oh, I thought you were in on the
That's
streaming
cool.
thing.
To where? Victoria's Secret or?
I'm assuming Amazon.
Oh, I guess Amazon would probably be
You
it.
just get like a blank gift card you can use for anything. Like my OnlyFans.
That's true.
but-
we'll do the Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll do like $100,
Yeah,
like
if we
$100.
do like $100 gift card, that's just $25 each.
It's
You know what?
$33 each. Why would the winner pay for it?
If I win,
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
if I win, I want a different. I want a different thing.
No, I mean the thing is that everybody puts money in, so it's still $100 gift card.
Oh, you want to do it
It
that way?
just-
Okay. I was gonna say the winner he won. So why would he spend his money, right?
Like
Mm.
the point is just to buy $100 gift. If everybody does $25, you buy $100 gift card, and then the winner gets. Obviously, didn't have to technically pay for it, because they got the money back.
They got the 75 extra.
Yes,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me.
that's
We
how
can do that.
betting works.
If
You put money in.
specifically, if I win, don't give me a gift card. Buy 10 copies of Score Wheels each.
Not doing that, Brian. We're doing the gift
Yeah,
card
that's
stuff.
not happening.
We're not
All
doing
right,
that.
then you guys can do this shit by yourselves.
All right, I'll see you later, dude. And then Cyberpunk 2077 win score.
And if that wins, when these episodes come up every year, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not.
And smile.
If I live in a world where someone's like Cyberpunk 2077, that's a score. I don't want to live in this world anymore.
Then we'll do this. If that's the case, next year you'll just host this, and you'll be in your Jimmy Fallon thing the whole entire time.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, so that's best. Just to confirm, that we locked in our best score. I picked the Near Replicant. Same with Kelsey, and then you, Randall, and Brian picked the Artful Escape. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on to midway through this predictions. There's stakes now, and I don't mean edible steaks. I mean the stakes now are Amazon, $100.
If they choose,
What?
If they choose to order a steak, then there's steaks on the line.
I don't think you can order. You can order steaks from Amazon, or are we wild right now?
Let me go on Amazon right now.
Yeah, can you go
I'm gonna type
fact
in
check me?
steak.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing you can get.
Yeah, because why am I seeing Omaha Steaks Gourmet Holiday Gift Pack?
Oh, then
Yeah, I think you can order pretty much anything from Amazon.
Oh,
Why
okay.
am I seeing boneless beef New York strip steak?
Then I mean, I retract that. I was just questioning it. Then you can get yourself a steak if you win, bro. There you go.
I'm telling you what I'm doing.
Okay. And then for best art direction, let's move on. Now we have incentive, people. We got to play for points. So fuck you guys. So with your Anthony's in fourth, I'm here to win now, right? I'm getting steak. I'm just kidding.
And yet he continues to pick the wrong things. Like he wants to win, and then he goes. So somebody's like, "This is clearly going to be the winner," and he's like, "I'm going to go with that one over there."
Oh shit.
It's like, so my brother-in-law has a buddy who like comes to him all the time and is like, hey man, should I spend $5,000 to just give me a car to go from like point A to B, or should I buy this really nice brand new truck for $50,000? Well, seeing as you're in a lot of debt, you should probably just get the $5,000 car so that you can get jobs and go do stuff. Okay, well I went ahead and bought the truck, so
Oh my god.
he like already had it. He'd already made up his mind and executed what he was wanting to do before asking the question. And so it's like, why ask me? What is the point?
Because he was seeking validation for his choice, like justify, like like, oh, I did the right thing. Oh man. All right. Next category. Sorry. Best art direction. Nominees are Deathloop, Kenna Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and The Artful Escape.
Ratchet.
So you guys are locking in Ratchet. I'm locking in Psychonauts because I mean, in terms of art direction, that
Everybody else is going through the front door in the burning building. Anthony wants to go through the basement.
yeah. Ratchet and Clank it's rendered beautifully, but in terms of art direction, what's more, like Psychonauts 2 has a style to it, right? Like everything's more it's psychedelic when they go into someone's brain. Like Psychonauts 2 has it, right? It's got to be. As I'm opening the basement door or crawling out of the basement window.
He makes me think of the commercial, the one about the horror movie people where they're like, we should go hide in the basement, or we should go hide in the house. Like, why don't we just get into the car, the fully fueled car that's already on and running? And they're like, that's really dumb. We should go hide into that shed over there filled with knives and swords and shit.
That makes so much noise. Oh shit. So I'm assuming all of you going Ratchet.
No, I'm actually going Psychonauts.
Oh, let's go. We'll both die in the fucking basement.
I mean, the choice itself is a good choice.
All right. Gosh, that's funny. Randall and Brian are outside the house just watching the fire burn, and we're trying to fit through the little fucking window on the side in the basement.
Randall's explanation made me laugh so hard because all I could think of was we walked in the door after like the four of us walked in the door because we had put something in the oven to cook, and when we got in, we see that the kitchen's on fire, and we're like, we should leave and call the police or the fire department, and Anthony's like, yeah, sure, starts walking towards the back door. As the whole fucking, living room catches on fire. And
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
the door's right here, guys.
Holy shit. All right. Next category. Best narrative. We have Deathloop. It Takes Two. Life is Strange, True Colors, sorry. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2. I'm going to full send, as I said earlier, It Takes Two. So It Takes Two is what I'm locking down. Kelsey, what do you have?
Were there others? I mean, I only see It Takes Two in this list, so I'm going to have to go with that.
I imagine you open up the options and each one of them just said It Takes Two.
For a narrative, though.
Yeah. You have something locked, Brian, or are you still thinking?
I'm still thinking.
What about you, Randall? You got something locked?
I'm stuck between It Takes Two and Life is Strange.
Oof, okay.
For me, it's Life is Strange or Psychonauts for a narrative.
Really? So, okay. Yes, Psychonauts 2 also had...
The story for It Takes Two is not that's not the wowie part. It's like the gameplay itself to me.
No, I think the dialogue between the mom and dad is huge. Like, the main plot of It Takes Two is, hey, get back to normal size and sort it out. But as you're playing through the game and they're talking to each other and you start seeing what got them to this point, I think that's done really well. That's just,
I'll go with Psychonauts.
Psychonauts locked. Okay. Oh, this might be a lead taking point, huh? Ooh.
Yeah, and this is where you start to catch back up.
Yeah, I sure do. I'm not. I'm telling you, like Brian already jinxed me. I'm gonna get 2 points.
I'm gonna get fourth. I just feel it.
And it's gonna be League of Legends Championship. That's it.
I'm gonna go with It Takes Two.
Okay.
What a follower.
Oh man, let's go. Next thing. Category. Best game direction. We have Deathloop, It Takes Two, Returnal, Psychonauts 2, and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
This is a tough one.
So I'm insta-locking into It Takes Two. I'm not kidding. I'm here to win, right? And there's been years in Game Awards where one game sweeps. Journey. It Takes Two, I think, is this year's Journey, right?
This is hard.
What are you thinking between? Like, what's got you torn?
Everything. I think everything's viable. Even the direction, like when you're describing it to me before you got to your gripes,
Yeah,
I was like,
it
this
fucks.
this sounds like it forks.
Yeah.
It Takes Two, obviously Returnal, obviously Psychonauts, obviously Ratchet and Clank, obviously. So this is where I think I should just choose what I want instead of trying to guess it.
Really? Okay.
Returnal.
I was gonna say he wants Returnal.
You guys have a lock, Randall or Kelsey?
I'm going with It Takes Two.
Oh, okay. Kelsey, you jumping on the It Takes Two, or you have something else in mind?
This is a tough one for me.
It sure
because,
is.
I mean, to me, it's a toss between It Takes Two and Returnal. Like,
Oof. It is tough. You're right. I mean, every game on here is great in their own ways. They have their faults. I'm looking at you, Deathloop, but it's still. I could still recommend Deathloop, right? At a certain price. He's thinking.
we
He
have
is.
to go with Returnal.
Ooh, okay. Dang.
Like,
You're
I
right.
really I like It Takes Two. I loved watching you guys play, and I love the thing. But Returnal was just such a cool concept with the way that it was like Edge of Tomorrow in a game,
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
and I really enjoyed Edge of Tomorrow. So
I can see that.
All I'm saying, dude. I'm a fan of aesthetic in a game. I'm a fan of narrative, and I'm a fan of roguelike gameplay. And it hit the game. It took me to fucking space. All right, you take me there, you got a good shot with me. You give me a roguelike, where my fucking gambling ass wants just new things every time. You got me. And then giving me a story, and it's like, oh wait, I'm the only character.
But you're also missing gameplay. Like combat feels fantastic and tight in that
Mhm.
game. Like it's very arcadey and there's no like, oh, I died because the animation didn't finish, right? Like everything's, you can cancel stuff into things. You can it's
It's
great.
a third person bullet hell.
Mm-hmm.
This company, Housemarque, is like, what can we turn to a bullet hell game
Yeah.
with all their games?
Yeah. All right, we have the two big ones now.
Everybody vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Randall went to Takes Two, and you and Kelsey went to Returnal.
Okay.
Staten says he's Psychonauts 2 all the way.
Hey, and that's a great choice. The game direction in that is fantastic as well. That game was awesome. On Game Pass now, if you want to try it. Microsoft, I'm still waiting for the check, by the way. So let me know, Spencer. Game of the Year is the next category. This is it, boys. This is where the money turns into gold, right?
That's where the money's put on the table.
This is where it's at. We have Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. Now this is going to be rough for you guys because I'm insta-locking It Takes Two.
Same.
Oh, okay.
Same.
Oh, okay. Well, there goes my fucking transition there because everyone just okay. So Kelsey, what are you insta-locking something too? Okay, good. There we go. Some thought, right? Like I'm not thinking. I'm thinking points, right? And It Takes Two for me has to sweep this fucking Game Awards.
I don't know, man. Metroid Dread just won something.
Buick.
Yeah, I won a Buick. The game won a Buick. So now you can find a Buick on the street, and there's a copy of Metroid Dread in the driver's seat. Excellent. Oh, he's thinking. He's like, shit. Remember, this is what Game Awards is going to crown. Not what you like. You got to keep that in mind. We're playing a meta here. We're trying to figure out what the public likes. Bless you.
Think. You ever sneeze and your nips get hard?
all the time.
Okay,
That's just a constant thing. Sometimes I sneeze on purpose.
interesting.
I thought that was to get an erection.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
I sneeze. I don't remember the exact fraction, but I think when you sneeze, you feel 1/16 of an orgasm.
Really?
I
I didn't know that. That's you made that up, or is it actually?
It's a fraction for sure. The one that keeps coming up to my head is a 1/16.
Oh,
If that's the fraction, I'm the best. If not,
okay.
it's numbers.
That sounds like you just made it up, but I mean, if it's true, that's wild. Go ahead, Kelsey. Sorry, we just derailed that.
I don't know, man.
You really looking for that Metroid?
I don't know if that's game of the year though.
Yeah, that's where it's.
The year-long question I ask you guys.
Yep. Since January.
I think I'm gonna
1st.
have to go with It Takes Two.
Okay, so we're all in on the Take Super Game of the Year. Now the next
There's only-
category I think is going to be easy. Right? Most anticipated game of 2022.
Remember where that was?
It's
Found
lower
it.
left, I think.
Hmm.
If you're watching if you have the webpage up in full screen.
Oh God, this is easy.
Randall, you think God of War is it? It is not. It is not at all.
I honestly think it comes down to 2 games on here, and that is not one of them.
It's not one of them. I'm sorry, Randall.
Elden Ring
It's-
and Horizon
There's
Forbidden West.
you're saying too
No,
much.
No,
What do you mean and? It's Elden Ring.
no,
There's-
no.
Really?
That's one of the options.
No, there's
That's
no
Elden
other
Ring?
options.
I think it's going to be a
Anthony.
toss between Elden Ring and Horizon Forbidden
Anyone
West.
who knows how to spell Nintendo
Yeah,
and owns a Switch,
yeah.
when's the sequel to Breath of the Wild? When's the sequel to Breath of the Wild?
Okay,
So-
but how many times is it going to be most? This was the same thing last year. Most anticipated game, and it's still not out. Ain't nobody care. We know when Elden Ring coming out. We have full gameplay of Elden Ring. The anticipation at this point for Elden Ring is at an all-time high. God of War, what do we have?
Fat Thor.
Fat Thor and concept art. We don't have nothing. What's anticipated is what we've seen, what gameplay. It's Elden Ring.
That's
Easy.
to you, Anthony. That's to you.
That's easy. Locked. Right? Like, thank you for the free point then. Good luck to you and your choice, Brian. All right?
Those are the two. Those are the two though that I think it's either Elden Ring or Breath of the Wild.
So you got to pick one. It can only
I
be
already
one.
said, it's Breath of the Wild.
Oh, okay, my bad. They said Elden Ring as well.
Pussy. No, I'm saying that's one of the ones I think
Oh,
has
I
any
see.
legs to stand on.
I see. And Randall, I mean, I can insta-lock you for God of War.
Yeah.
Okay. Watch Randall win it again. I think he won it for last year's, right? I think. Oh, hold on.
He did win it.
The whole
Last
thing. I don't
year.
know who won anticipated, but I know he won the whole thing.
Let me see who did it best anticipated for last year. Give me a sec. Oh my God, this isn't Kelsey. I want you to pick this first, and I'm gonna tell you what you chose last year and the options. Go ahead.
I'm choosing Elden Ring.
Good. You know why? Because that was last year and it won. So thank you for the free point. Me and Kelsey will see you guys at the top of the leaderboards. All right.
All right, guys, we're back with the results. I'm fourth with 1.
Yeah. Last year, the most anticipated games were Elden Ring, God of War 2, Halo Infinite, Horizon Forbidden West, Resident Evil Village, and Breath of the Wild 2. You know what 2 suckers picked Breath of the Wild 2?
Ooh.
Me and Brian. Okay? Not happening again. Okay? I'm here to win. It's
Okay.
Elden Ring. Easy.
I mean, it wasn't. To be fair, it was not up against Horizon Forbidden West last year.
It was.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I thought it was. I didn't think that was part of it last year.
Yes, sir. It sure was.
I'm excited for Starfield, but not enough to bet a whole point on my Amazon browser's money.
Yo, this year, with the energy I'm bringing to this prediction, I'm either gonna fail catastrophically or have the highest score in history in this predictions for us. Like, there's no way.
Anthony, you should know from playing Rising Thunder
Yeah,
that you got to put all the money on the table.
I have other people's money on the table. That's how hard I'm going in here, right? And that, people, has been our 2021 Game Awards prediction, which goes live. Hold on.
The 9th, Thursday.
December 9th on a Thursday, which means that following. I don't know if we'll be able to fit it or not. We'll record an episode with the predictions or the the winners, I guess. I don't
Are
know
we
exactly
watching
what.
it in Discord together that day? Or what are we doing?
I mean, if you guys are down with it, I'm down. I'm down for that.
I'm down for it. That means I don't have to stream.
That's true. That's true. Okay, we'll do that. Anyway, but that's it. And that's it for this episode. That's mostly what I was hoping to get done, right? If you guys have any other questions, concerns, comment below.
Fuck you.
You know, mention us on Twitter,
Fuck
Instagram, Facebook. You know,
Fuck you.
like the videos, subscribe.
Whenever
Fuck
I'm
you.
whenever I'm at the gym and I'm like helping people out, I was like, "Do you guys have any questions, thoughts, concerns, beauty tips?"
That's
you
a
know.
good one. The beauty tips is a great one to slide in there. I like that. All right, people. Releases this week. We have two big ones. One's a DLC, the other one's the full game that I saw on the list. We have Marvel's Avengers Spider-Man, which is basically Spider-Man DLC that you get to play as Spider-Man in a new Marvel's Avengers game. Good luck to them in their new DLC because I saw the trailer and I'm not convinced, right? Like I'm
It's
not.
an exclusive that we don't have access to, so that's why I'm like,
That's true, and I also forgot that it's only for Sony PlayStation 5 or 4 players. So enjoy that, I guess. And then
The
we,
Spider-Man stuff.
yeah, unfortunately,
Isn't Solar Ash only for PlayStation?
I think it's for. I think it's on Epic. It's not on Steam. That's the exclusivity on PC.
Oh,
I could
yeah. It says it says PlayStation 4, Microsoft Windows, and PS5.
Correct. Sorry. Yeah. For consoles, it's only Sony, and then on PC, it's only Epic. But these are the developers of Hyper Light Drifter. It's their next game. All the gameplay I've seen so far, it looks pretty fun. It looks like an adventure platformer. So we'll see. I might give it a shot. And then for movies and music, I didn't see anything on there that grabbed my shoulders. What?
there's a game coming out coming out tomorrow called Fight Night. And it's a dungeon crawler, high speed action game where you're a knight who just punches shit.
Oh, okay. Is that co-op?
Like
What?
it looks like old Doom in terms of like visual, like the first person.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a dungeon crawling game where you're a knight that punches shit.
Oh, that looks
It's coming
cool.
out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks very entertaining.
Some of the screenshots are funny. It looks like there's an NPC giving you the sussy eyes. Nice. Okay. Looks cool.
He literally just throwing hands with shit. This is hilarious.
That might be a fun little game to play.
Yeah, I added it to my wish list. This is funny looking.
We do need to come up with our first game that we can race through.
I thought you said Cyber Shadow.
Cyber Shadow.
Remember? Isn't that what you mentioned before when you were streaming Steel Assault?
Cyber Shadow.
Yeah, it's like the side-scrolling ninja game. It looks like retro.
Yeah, we can do that one.
Or
Because we had talked about a couple of them. We had talked about like Demon Souls and
I already have the answer. I mean, I have a leg up because I played it before, but The Messenger.
You guys are picking the wrong ones.
Oh, really? What are you?
The easiest one you can do,
Uh-huh.
Hades.
Oh, that's true. We can do Hades, see who can finish a run.
You start same weapon, and if you want same packs of punishment.
Packs of punishment, yeah.
And then you go on.
That is a good that or Dead Cell, like any roguelite. Like Dead Cells.
Yeah, roguelikes are set up to just style upon someone.
If only we can do the same seed though, that'd probably be great.
yeah, we'll have to look through.
Yeah, we definitely have to like look at our options, right?
Like I kind of want to do something that we haven't played.
That's true.
You know, because it makes it more fun when we're both just like
How the fuck
trying
do
to
we
figure
do
shit
this?
out.
Yeah,
you know, but I'm not against playing something that we've
that we played, right?
yeah.
I think I'm
Or
on
even
your
if it's just one of us has played.
I'm leaning towards what you mentioned. It's something that we just haven't played. Either of us haven't played.
Have you played Cyber Shadow?
Yeah. So that's why we you'll probably beat me once you get to the boss because it's a 3-part boss, and I think if you watched my recording of it, pissed me off. Like I could not wrap my head around getting it done easily. I barely made it.
Another funny game that I think you both played that you could do. Hotline Miami.
I am down. I have. It's been so long that since I haven't played that it'll probably feel fresh to me.
Yeah, I haven't played that in forever.
Oof! And then the
I
soundtrack.
would.
We're
I
probably gonna get
would
DMCA'd though.
absolutely. I would absolutely love to watch that, specifically Big Race. You guys will give me abs, specifically Anthony.
Because I usually pick. I think it's Tony, the mask where like one melee punch kills him. So I'm running around trying to punch everyone and dodge like shots and stuff.
I know what we should do.
What's up?
We should play the Halo series on
No,
Legendary.
why would you ask for pain? Why would you voluntarily look for pain? I will never get past that.
Oh, I got it.
Go for
I
it.
got it. Doom Eternal
I'm
on
down.
Nightmare.
I'm down. That's fun, even if it's difficult, because it's so fast paced. Like I'm down for that. Doom Eternal on Nightmare
Spend the entire 3 hours in the first.
on the first area.
Uh,
No, I'm definitely down for that one. Yeah, we gotta. I'm down. We can definitely start that up, or plan that out. That's it for the releases. Randall, you're slowly but surely getting that setup going. What are you doing this week?
Just the usual work. Art. Still working on my side hustles.
Ooh.
Try to get back into the gym heavy.
Oh, okay. You gonna use the stuff in the garage, or you going to the actual gym?
I probably use the treadmill here,
Oh, okay.
but weightlifting I probably go to the gym.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a low key week there. Kelsey, what you got going this week, man?
this week, I mean, we're moving here into December. This week I don't think I have much going on that I can think of.
Whoa, back up. You're moving here in December?
No, we're moving into December.
Oh,
Okay. I'm like, when did you get a house, my guy? Congrats. I'm like, what's okay, got it. My bad. Go ahead.
But I don't think I have anything coming this week. I am taking like the last 2.5 weeks off of work.
December? Let's go.
Yeah. So that's nice.
You get to relax, so do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. And by do whatever the hell I want, I mean it's whatever my wife tells me.
yeah. So you want to survive?
Yeah.
We were talking earlier about how whenever she gets mad at me, I just look at her and be like, "You're so adorable!" Like,
and you're throwing gasoline at the fire at this point.
yeah, like it's a grease fire that I've just poured a bunch of water into.
Like a pyromaniac. Or is it pyromaniac?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pyros are the ones that make to burn everything.
I think he swears he likes TF2 when he asked that question.
He plays Spy. He doesn't know.
I don't really.
He doesn't know what a pyro is.
Yeah,
That's why he should know, because Pyro's spy check.
Yeah, it's true.
But I mean, if you kill them all before they can do anything, and you don't really know any of the other classes, does it really matter?
Yeah.
So that means you have to focus the Pyro so you can kill everyone.
But if they all look the same because they're all dead, does it really matter?
That's
They're dead because you focused the Pyro.
All I know is Spy, because the spies survive. I'm just kidding. I think Pyro is one of the difficult ones for me to play, but I can play all the other classes no problem. The Pyro is hard for me because the flamethrower is just so inconsistent. Like sometimes I'm up from far away, I get burned to death, and then sometimes I'm like all up in their anal cavity, and then there's like, no, they're not dead yet. What?
Right. As for like we could try and do the first. We'll call it a race, I guess, this week if you wanted to. You just gotta pick a day. I think we talked about doing it on Saturdays or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how many, like, if we want to limit the stream to like 3 or 4 hours or 2 hours or what. We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Something not too long, but like like a sweet spot.
Yeah. Long enough to keep people interested, but not so short that it's like, okay, why did we tune in for this? But not so long that they're like, oh, fuck, please.
They're still on level 2. Or Anthony's still at the menu screen. Okay. I'm down for that. And then Brian, what you got this week?
God damn. So boom, tomorrow, streaming Guilty Gear because Gun Guy's out, and you know how I feel about those kind of characters.
Have you
So,
played this character in the previous Guilty Gear?
They're new to the series as of Strive.
Okay.
They're in the
Do
store.
you guys know if there was a sell for a sell for Guilty Gear Strive?
Check.
Probably.
The
The
sale-
sale hasn't ended yet.
Yeah, the sale still hasn't ended, so give it a hold on. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. While Brian tells us what he's
yeah, it's
doing.
on sale. So boom, I'm playing Gun Guy tomorrow. Wednesday, we're for sure playing.
That's
So
true.
then on Thursday, I don't know. I might just not stream anything Thursday and Friday and do me time kind of stuff.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll find out after Wednesday when we play. It's basically we'll find out together. If you see my stream on, that means I'm streaming. If not,
Not so much.
yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Hey, Anthony,
Oh, what's up?
what are you doing this week?
Oh, thank you, Fallon. What I got planned for this week is no idea. Maybe I'll be starting Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy on stream because I ended up getting it on sale over the break because it's Black Friday. So I might stream that to see how that goes. It's like a action adventure game, and there's like dialogue choices and things like that. I don't know how the combat works necessarily yet, but we'll find out together. So I might start that on stream tomorrow. Wednesday we're definitely playing a lot of that. So whatever that is, yeah, we'll figure it out. Me and Brian. So
We got to play some Gunfire this week since it dropped.
so it looks like we're playing Gunfire on Wednesday.
I'm down for that.
Actually, are you
And
available Wednesday or?
It's I'll talk to Shannon, but usually that's our date night. Though we're
Okay.
usually home early, so could probably still do it.
I'm down for that or Halo. Either one I'm happy about.
That's true. We haven't played Halo in like a
Dude,
week.
we got to go back to back again. Like
Yeah, I'm telling you,
that was such an incredible.
when you left, I think it was somehow a blessing because our sleeper agents came out. We were down like 11 most of the match, and then I looked at Kelsey. Kelsey looked at me, and we're like, "Dos Vidania," and then we just did some crazy shit.
We fucking Army of Tude, Boondock Saints, like you fucking name it. We were just like
Going on.
one right after the other cleaning up.
We're going off, and then the highlight was he's doing his thing. He's shooting and fucking, right? That's what he does.
Okay.
Just SNF.
SNF.
Of course, it's everywhere, man. You got to.
We're in this tower, and I don't remember if it was a hammer or a sword, but someone's mid lunge gonna hit him. I came from behind, no scope sniper shot him.
What the
glorious. It was glorious, dude. Literally just like we were both just right on each other's six the entire time.
That's the kind of stuff that gets you to continue to play right there.
We would keep playing Brawlhalla if you did that in that game.
If you had the same Halo Infinite energy in Brawlhalla, you guys could be top 2. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, so I guess Wednesday will be either Halo Infinite or Gunfire, depending on what's happening. And Thursday, I'm gonna ask Jenny to see what she wants to play. We haven't played anything on stream in a while since Resident Evil Village, I think. Yeah.
You guys can try to figure out 12 minutes.
That's also true. I want to ask her if she's interested in that. And we'll figure it out, I guess. And then Friday, no stream. Saturday, if we can sort out the logistics of this new speed running show we got in mind here, we'll do it Saturday. We'll start Saturday. If not, we'll next Saturday, whatever. But it's coming down the pipeline. That's about it, boys and girls. This has been the ADLR podcast. We'll be back next week. Actually, wait. Next week's it's when we start our brackets, right? Yeah. So next week is Song of the Year.
I gotta look at those.
Yeah, we're gonna start listening.
Because I don't think I've added anything, and I still have a lot to listen to and watch.
I think. I guess hold off until like tomorrow. I gotta look at the list because there's an abysmal amount of songs. Because me and Brian just went and put a bunch.
Abysmal means not that much.
Oh, okay. Well,
Right.
an overwhelming amount of songs, so I might just start cutting it to like one per artist, right?
That's what I
Because
had thought it was, and then whenever I saw you had two of an artist, that's when I was just like, well, whatever slaps heavy duty on my 2021 playlist, I'm adding.
I mean, I'll do this after the podcast again. So we might just do for each of us one per artist. That makes sense. So like, let's say because me and Brian have a lot of similar Olivia Rodrigo songs that we like. Like I can pick one and he can pick another, right? Of Olivia, like one per
I'm
artist
fine
per
with this.
person.
I'm fine with this.
That way we can kind of cut it down because we're already at
70 something.
yeah like 50 songs, and you guys have and we still have Kelsey songs to add.
I don't know. I don't know that I'm adding songs, so I don't know that I would worry too much about it.
Oh, okay.
Because I think the only I don't really listen to newer music unless it comes on the radio or somebody's like, "Hey, you should check out this song."
Okay. Then we might do that because I think Randall added his, and he kind of already stuck to that rule, to that mentality, because he doesn't have
You just added
multiple.
that one Coldplay song, right?
No, he added some other ones too. He added like Nas, Doja Cat, and stuff like that. But he only did one per artist, like I'm saying. So he's golden. Where me and you just vomited a bunch of fucking tracks on here. And then for games and movies, I think we're good on that too. I just gotta do my homework and start watching some of these movies that I haven't seen yet.
Oh fuck yeah, that means I gotta watch movies.
Yes, sir. We got homework for. Well, I mean, you can do music this week if you haven't listened to any of it, and then start watching the movies and stuff. Okay, that's that for the week. So yeah, next week is our song of the year. Depending on how fast it goes, we might just do all of it in one episode. Depending, but movies and stuff take time to watch, so I'm not gonna like make them do all this stuff in 1 week. So we'll see where we're at, but at least song of the year's next week. Sorry. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. What happened, Brian?
We can figure it out after.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Bye. I waited. I was waiting for either a sound or something. All right, so if people are live streaming or watching us live, thank you guys for watching. We will be back tomorrow, or I'll be back tomorrow for probably starting Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Jeez, it's like a tongue twister for me. Brian, you said you're not doing things tomorrow?
Gun guy.
Gun Guy and Guilty Gear. So we got Guilty Gear stream and the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy stream. I think that's all we got. See you guys then. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.